That's code GEAR. Weather service of M&D Storage. For Route 239 West Portsmouth. Brand new units starting at $65 a month. Locally owned, American proud, brand new. Call M&D Storage. 740-464-3155. 740-464-3155. WSAZ First Morning forecast a pleasant evening for outdoor fun, then clouding up with an overnight shower. WSAZ First Morning forecast a pleasant evening for outdoor fun, then clouding up with an overnight shower. WSAZ First Morning forecast a pleasant evening for outdoor fun, then clouding up with an overnight shower. WSAZ First Morning forecast a pleasant evening for outdoor fun, then clouding up with an overnight shower.
We'll have the coach's comments coming up next. Rob Woodward will lead things off on the SOMC Sports Motion Pregame Show. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3. Coach's comments coming up next. Rob Woodward will lead things off on the SOMC Sports Motion Pregame Show. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
Tonight's game on Mix 99.3 is presented in part by these following sponsors: Harrison Piles Funeral Home, Shoemaker Sunoco, Mako Finished Products, Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply, McDonald's, Correll's Bulldog Containers, 3D Outfitters Gun Shop, Charles Newton Realty, Suburban Transmission, Be Gone Pest Control, and the D.W. Swick Funeral Home. Be listening to High School Sports all season long on Bulldog Containers, 3D Outfitters Gun Shop, Charles Newton Realty, Suburban Transmission, Be Gone Pest Control, and the D.W. Swick Funeral Home.
Any of our professional realtors for all of your local or
Bulldog Containers, 3D Outfitters Gun Shop, Charles Newton Realty, Suburban Transmission, Be Gone Pest Control, and the D.W. Swick Funeral Home. Bulldog Containers, 3D Outfitters Gun Shop, Charles Newton Realty, Suburban Transmission, Be Gone Pest Control, and the D.W. Swick Funeral Home. The Minford Falcons and Coach, you go back on the road, SOC2 game in a place the last two times you've gone there, it has definitely been a wild football game, final possession, fourth quarter type games.
It has, you're right. It's been a good old classic knockdown drag out on the grass field, something that we don't get experienced too much anymore. So our guys have been practicing all week up on the grass, getting accustomed to that, used to that. And, we expect, as always, to make sure that we have to be ready to play a football game.
And talking about the grass, and, of course, you do have the practice field up there, how much of a difference does it make any difference anymore?
Well, as a coach, I'm always concerned about it, just the mentality of players. They get a little accustomed to the convenience of turf, I guess, and when you get out on grass. But our guys have always seemed to really have an understanding and know what it takes coming out on a different surface. You want to make sure you got the right kind of cleats, as that dew can settle in sometimes in the evening and make the surface a little slicker and just a little different than what you're maybe used to on your evening practices or night games. So that's something that we often think about. But that's one of the reasons why we get up on the grass that we have and make sure that we're working on breaking down offensively, defensively, making our cuts, understanding maybe it's just a little more, a couple more shuffle steps and keeping your body and your feet underneath you on that different surface. And our guys have been practicing that this week, and I feel definitely locked in and ready.
Big win for you over Waverly last week. Was that the most complete game, you'd say, for your team last week?
Yeah, absolutely. No turnovers was huge. But then the way our offensive line was able to control the line of scrimmage, we saw the same thing against Harvest Prep, but we unfortunately turned the ball over a couple times and gave up a few big plays. Defensively, we did a good job of negating any big plays by Waverly. They did have the one touchdown pass that kind of came in a situation where we got caught in a little man coverage, and one of our guys misread, and they got behind us and executed a good play for them in that given situation. So that, I guess, was a big play that was given up. But aside from that, we really took away the run game, took away many of the things that they were trying to do with everything that they tried to perform on offensive standpoint. But I felt like we had performed that same way in the Harvest Prep game. Just some very good athletes at times were able to get us on a couple of those big plays that we gave up, and then again we turned the ball over. But I saw us playing offensively on our offensive line and defensive line and really controlling the line of scrimmage, and that's what it's going to take from here on out through the SOC and into the playoffs is really that battle up front.
As you start to look at that and the computer points are really starting to take shape, I know for you it's always one game at a time. Next week's game doesn't really mean as much if you don't take care of business tonight.
Absolutely. Tonight's game is everything in regards to the next step in the SOC, next step. And, they're coming off a big win last week against Logan, the Division II program. So we need to just take care of what we can control, and that's tonight's ball game. Worry about next week, and on any further past that may be set up from the next couple weeks. But it all starts tonight, and we've got to focus our attention on that, and we have all week.
Minford's got some speed out there that can challenge your defense. So what else about them concerns you?
Well, they've had some toughness in the backfield with some of the athletes that they're able to run out there in the backfield. They've got some speed in some of their kick return players that can, really pose a threat there in the special teams aspect of it. Montgomery kid kicks well from about anywhere on the field. He can put the ball deep in the end zone on kickoffs and kicks well. So just some different areas when you start matching up and saying, okay, where can we try to make sure that we just here's our goals that we want to succeed and try to achieve these set opportunities in given situations, and then what can we try to exploit. And our coaching staff has worked on that all week. Our players have been made aware of it and looking at where they can best adjust themselves, and then be ready for just the unknown. There's always an unknown factor. For instance, we got some different things last week versus Waverly that our kids really responded well to, whether it be special teams and in offense and defense. And we're always talking about the unknown factors that could come out, and preparation is everything. So our guys have prepared at a very high level this week. We've had a great week of scout team. Our scout team players have given us a great look, and couldn't ask for more than that. When you look at the overall week of practice and how our guys have developed, have really been at a high level.
Hard to believe it's week 9 already, Coach. Congratulations on the victory there last week over Waverly. Good luck tonight.
Appreciate it, Mark. Thank you. Go Bird.
It's Rob Woodward of the Wheelersburg Pirates. We will continue with more of the SOMC Sports Motion pregame show after this timeout. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.
Conley Trucking owns Local Heights Road in Wheelersburg. Not only works with commercial businesses, but helps out residents as well. From big to small, Conley's hauls it all. Sandstone, gravel, dirt, coal, and gray. For fill dirt or limestone, contact Conley Trucking, 776-7634. Employing over 60 local people. In business since 1975. The full fleet of 18-wheelers and dump trucks. Call Conley Trucking, 776-7634. Online at conleytrucking.net. For a quote, email conleytrucking@frontier.com.
Since 1937, the McKinley Funeral Home has been there for families in a most stressing time of need. They've been there with their comfort and understanding, and the McKinley Funeral Home will continue to serve area families with a commitment even deeper than before. Call the McKinley Funeral Home and talk with their friendly, knowledgeable staff, always willing to go that extra step in making sure you're well pleased. That's the McKinley Funeral Home, located on U.S. Route 23 in Lucasville.
Phone 740-259-2481.
Isaiah Ruiz Pedraza is a senior soccer and tennis player at Portsmouth who is in the electricity program at the Scioto County Career Technical Center.
The reason why I attended CTC was because I heard the great opportunities that they had, and my family attended the union, electricity union, so I thought maybe just to follow my dad's footsteps.
After school, Isaiah wants to become a union electrician. The Scioto County CTC, a proven test for building a better future.
Tonight's game on Mix 99.3 is presented in part by these following sponsors: Harrison Piles Funeral Home, Shoemaker Sunoco, Mako Finished Products, Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply, McDonald's, Correll's Bulldog Containers, 3D Outfitters Gun Shop, Charles Newton Realty, Suburban Transmission, Be Gone Pest Control, and the D.W. Slick Funeral Home. Be listening to high school sports all season long on Mix 99.3, online at WNXTradio.com.
There are a lot of comfort control companies out there, but none like Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling. Family owned and operated with a genuine concern for the community and the environment. Let Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling make sure that your commercial or residential heat pump or furnace is operating properly and efficiently. Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling can service all makes and models. Phone 740-259-4512. That's 740-259-4512. Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling, proud supporters of local high school sports on local radio.
This broadcast of high school sports is being presented in part by the Glockner family of dealerships, which include the Glockner GM Superstore in Portsmouth, Glockner Honda Toyota in Portsmouth, Glockner Chevrolet GMC and Buick in Ironton, Glockner Dodge Chrysler Jeep and Ram of Ashland, Glockner Ford in South Point, and Glockner Auto Credit, with 6 locations around the tri-state area: Portsmouth, South Point, Waverly, Jackson, Chillicothe, and Ashland. Shop online at Glockner.com. At Glockner, they make it easy.
Welcome back to the SOMC Sports Motion pregame show. I'm Mark Williams, pleased to be joined by the head coach of the Minford Falcons, Jesse Ruby, before the matchup with Wheelersburg. And Coach, you come in off a win against Logan, and a game, though, however, that it's really making your team face some adversity. You won the ball game, but came away with a couple of key injuries in that game, and now you got to face the Wheelersburg Pirates tonight at home.
Oh, yeah, that makes it a little difficult, but, you know, our kids are battling through it, and everybody else is stepping up, and it's the next man up type scenario, and we're going to see if those guys can step up and play some good football for us.
It's very interesting. The one thing that you have in common this year with Wheelersburg, both of you a game short because you were not able to play against Oak Hill. So kind of just a little interesting side note from the game. But with that coming into tonight, that win over Logan last week, it snapped a 2-game losing skid for you. I'm sure it had to feel good to get back on the winning side of the ledger.
Yeah, we actually, as a team, stepped up, played really well as a unit, and it was good to see from our kids, and hopefully it's a step forward for us that we can continue to get back on track and play the way we're capable.
Taking on Wheelersburg tonight, they come to your place. The last 2 matchups at Minford, these games have been fourth quarter, almost final possession games. The one 4 years ago was the overtime game where you were stopped on a 2-point conversion. Seems like, at least in the most recent past, when you've played them there at Minford, you've always been able to bring your best and give Wheelersburg everything they want.
Yeah, our kids have been able to rise to the challenge when we played them at home, and yeah, that's something that we've spoke to our kids about this week, and want to see them step up and rise to the challenge because, you know, Wheelersburg is one of the premier teams in Southern Ohio, and it's going to be a challenge for us. But you know, if we play a solid football and play to our ability, maybe we could keep it really close and maybe pull out one in the fourth quarter where we've come up short the last 2 times.
This Wheelersburg team a little bit more balanced this year maybe than what they were last year. They were very heavy with the run last year, but been able to incorporate a lot more in the passing game, and that's really going to challenge your secondary.
Oh, most definitely. Their passing attack has been really good this year from the things that I've seen, and their quarterback play's been really well. And I've even seen them run multiple kids at quarterback, and all of them are very good at what they're doing. And
linebackers, from what I understand, a strength of your team. They're also going to be challenged. Wheelersburg's really been able to ramp up the running game the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They're always being challenged there. But I thought last week they stepped up pretty well and played to the best of their ability. And this week this is going to be more challenging. Wheelersburg does a lot of misdirection, and you're going to have to make sure they read their line keys and flow to the football as a unit.
Talk about your special teams. The guy you got back there returning punts for you has done a great job this year. If I have it right, 3 punt returns for touchdowns this year for Mason Book.
That is correct. Mason's been doing a really good job of fielding the football first, and then making guys miss and following his blockers to get some returns. And last week's was really special. He had 4 guys on him. He just made all 4 miss, and then got to the sideline and followed blockers down the sideline and was able to get it in the end zone. He's definitely a dangerous kick returner and punt returner, and hopefully that can spark some life for us.
I've heard you talk about a young man on the Saturday morning sports line, Marty Sparks, one of those linebackers that mentioned that being a strength there a moment ago. Talk about what he's infused into your defense.
Yeah, right now it's just losing someone like Hunter Pendleton and Tyson Kingery, who were our 2 linebackers last year, having to replace both of them. Marty's having to step in as a sophomore, and each and every week he's gotten a little bit better. He's still not like that solid defensive leader you want him to be, but he's growing into that role. And it might take him another game or 2 or even into next season. But right now he takes it serious, and he tries to make sure he has everybody in the right spots. But that's a lot to put on the shoulders of a sophomore, but he's coming along just fine.
Coach, it's been on everybody's mind here the last couple of weeks when they started to release the points. It is what it is. You stand where you stand right now as far as points go, but this one is one, if you want to try to solidify a playoff spot, the W tonight would go a long way in securing that.
Oh, yeah, I think anytime you can get a win versus an SOC2 opponent, it's going to up your chances of getting into the playoffs. It seems like our SOC2 teams have done really well in out-of-conference play, and they always have a lot of points riding on those games, and this one is no different. And so that's something that you got to take each and every week and just focus on one game at a time. And if we can get this win, it'll help us a lot in the standings. And even the game next week could be some point things that'll help adjust our standings. So, but we got to take it 1 week at a time and see where we fall.
Coach, we wish you the best of luck. Opportunity for you to get a big win at home. Always appreciate coming out to your place and the hospitality you provide. Good luck in the football game.
Thank you, guys.
That's Coach Jesse Ruby of the Minford Falcons. We'll continue with more of the SOMC Sports Motion pregame show after this timeout. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, believes you should be treated like a person, not just another number. Health Mart pharmacist Brandon Holbrook always takes the time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions you may have. Brandon takes pride in knowing his customers by name and providing the service you would expect from a trusted friend. Visit Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy at 37C Lucasville Minford Road in Lucasville. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
You're listening to High School Sports all season long on Hometown Radio of Portsmouth, presented by Appalachian Marketing Media, Sherman Cricker Insurance, Atomic Credit Union, the Scioto County Career Technical Center, Donnie Martin Heating and Air, Clark's Pump and Shop, Dyer Insurance, SOMC, Monroe's Frame and Collision, the McKinley Funeral Home, Portsmouth Insurance, a TAH benefits partner, as well as the Glockner family of dealerships.
On the Esplanade Laser Center and Medical Spa in Portsmouth knows that looking better makes you feel better. Remember, the players aren't the only ones who want to look good under the Friday night lights, and On the Esplanade can help you look your absolute best. With 14 years of experience, Jeannie at On the Esplanade specializes in medical aesthetics and skincare, offering such services as Botox, scar revision, laser tattoo removal, laser hair removal, and cool sculpting. Visit On the Esplanade, 813 Gallia Street, Portsmouth, and follow On the Esplanade on Facebook.
Hello, this is Greg Wilkett, President and CEO of Floor BWXT Portsmouth. We want to wish all the schools good luck on a safe and successful season. Just like a sports team, we've been working together to safely and effectively decommission the former Portsmouth gas distribution plant and leave behind an environmentally safe and sustainable future for our region. On behalf of all of the employees at Floor BWXT, I'd like to wish all of the teams in the four-county region a safe, fun, and winning season.
Hi, I'm Gary Duzan of Portsmouth Insurance, a TAH Benefits partner.
And I'm Jay Hazelbaker, President of TAH Benefits.
Portsmouth Insurance specializes in helping local business owners with their employee benefits.
We understand that operating a business can be stressful. Let us alleviate at least one of those worries for you. Portsmouth Insurance understands the health insurance marketplace, and our commitment to service and knowledge of both the personal and business insurance markets can give you peace of mind.
For assistance with all of your employee benefit needs, call us at Portsmouth Insurance, 740-353-4105.
Monroe's Frame and Collision and now Wheel Alignment knows that good luck on the field can sometimes turn into bad luck in the parking lot. Well, if that happens to you, just know that Monroe's Frame and Collision is there from big bangs to little dings and has been doing it for 30 years. Monroe's commitment to you, the customer, is evident when you speak with any one of the Monroe's technicians or staff. Monroe's makes you feel as comfortable as possible and are always readily available and happy to answer any of all questions and your inquiries. Monroe's Frame Collision and now Wheel Alignment.
Tonight's game on Mix 99.3 is presented in part by these following sponsors: Harrison Piles Funeral Home, Shoemaker Sunoco, Mako Finished Products, Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply, McDonald's, Correll's Bulldog Containers, 3D Outfitters Gun Shop, Charles Newton Realty, Suburban Transmission, Be Gone Pest Control, and the D.W. Slick Funeral Home. Be listening to high school sports all season long on Mix 99.3, online at WNXTradio.com.
Collier Companies at 1661 State Route 522 in Wheelersburg consists of Collier Construction, specializing in federal and general contracting as well as rebar supply and installation. Collier Leasing, which offers equipment rental. Collier Safety Services, which offers on-site safety professionals, safety and health training, industrial hygiene services, safety manual development, mobile safety, and an industrial hygiene permit center. As well as Collier Medical, which has primary and occupational clinics headed up by P.J. Paul Adkins.
Welcome back here to Minford Falcon Stadium. Mark Williams, Dave Stam, Dennis Stiekamp with you. Week number 9 of the high school football season. As they always talked about it being the fastest 10 weeks, Dave, and boy, I don't know that I've had it feels like a faster football season than what we've had this year.
In the most incredible weather now, it's starting to cloud up now, but we've had 8 of the most beautiful weeks for football we've ever had.
Welcome back to the SOMC Sports Motion pregame show. It's time to take a look now at the officials, presented in honor of Matt Oren and sponsored by Mr. Reuter Plumbing, Little's Septic Service, Little's Grease Trap Removal, and Little's Excavating, all in Wheelersburg. Mr. Reuter Plumbing prides itself on customer care. Little's Septic Service has been serving the region since 1964 and always strives to stay off your yard and, if possible, out of your driveway. Restaurant owners, Little's Grease Trap Removal can get in and out quickly with minimal impact on your business. And Little's Excavating is the only area excavator license in aeration design. Dave, who are tonight's official?
The referee is Barry Ellis. Umpires, Mark Jordan. Head linesman, Rod Moling. Line judge is Jeremy Ellis. Center judge is Steve Sanders. And the back judge, Billy Price.
It's time for the Valerie Ford starting lineups. The service of Valerie Ford, US 23 in Waverly. Get into your new Ford today at Valerie Ford. Valerie Ford, US 23 in Waverly, where they're laughing at big city prices. For Wheelersburg, starting at the tight end spot tonight, Colton Salyers up front, Cody Reisner, Noah Clausing at the right side of the line, Ryan Meeker at center, Parker Cantrell and Cole Estep on the left side. Braylon Rucker, the quarterback, Landon McGraw, Hunter Bivens, and probably Xander Mowry will be the other receiver, as Dennis Stiekamp telling us earlier that Lattimore not in action tonight for the Pirates. The halfback is Creed Warren. Defensively, Cody Reisner and Braden Maxey are the ends. Nate May, Cole Estep are the defensive tackles. The linebackers, Colton Salyers and Jake Darling. The corners, Xander Mowry and Kenyon Evans. At safety, Creed Warren, Elijah Brown, and Landon Hutchinson. For Minford, it will be either Curtis Glenn or Mason Book at quarterback, depending on how Coach Jesse Ruby decides to go with it, with Peyton Caudle not being able to go. And he told me they were going to go by committee for running back tonight.
Well, the other part on that, Mark, was that their backup quarterback was going to be Jeff Pika, who is also out.
Yes. Troy Rhodes, Bryson McQuaid, the wide receiver spots. We'll see who they play if Mason Book is the quarterback in one of his slot positions. J.D. Matt is also out there. Owen Blaine, Blake Skeens, Jeremiah Smith, or Aaron Smith. He goes by both, I think. And Tyler Henthorne and Noah Pennington are also up front. Defensively, Wesley Zimmerman, Logan Twynham, Jeremiah Smith, and Owen Blaine up front. Randall Shrike, Marty Sparks, J.D. Mattis are the linebackers. Mason Book, Bryson McQuaid are the corners. Colin Rice at safety, and then we'll see who else plays for Jeffrey Pika at the other safety spots. Our game time temperature is presented by Call's Auto Sales at 16127 US 52 West Portsmouth. While many car lots are struggling to stock their lots with quality used cars, Call's is blessed to have a great selection and offers financing. Bad credit, no problem. All you need is proof of income and a down payment. If you're looking for a sharp used vehicle, give Call's a call at 740-357-6009. It is 70 degrees outside. We've got some cloud cover now, but no rain, even though there is rain in the forecast for later on this evening, but maybe we can get it in before it starts to fall.
Yeah, unfortunately, for tomorrow's college games, there's a lot of rain forecasted throughout the Midwest for tomorrow.
That'd be a good reason to sit home and just watch it on television then.
If you can find the Iowa State game.
Log on to Peacock on your phone and well, you can always listen over on Fox Sports AM 1260 and 95.7 FM. Interesting that Minford won the toss, and they're taking the ball, Dave.
They want to find out immediately what they've got.
The opening kickoff is brought to you by Harris Floor Covering, 610 9th Street in Portsmouth, as well as Harris Outdoors, 616 9th Street in Portsmouth. Harris Floor Covering is the area's leading floor covering contractor that has everything for all your floor covering needs. Call Stephen Harris at 353-7959. Visit Harris Outdoors for firearms and hunting equipment.
What do you think of the odds of Wheelersburg with another onside kick?
Well, they started it off with 2 last week. Let's see. That's not going to be a surprise anymore. They've got it on film now. Ball is teed up. Cooper Heimbach handling the kicking duties for the injured kicker Connor Estep. Kick sails down. It'll hit on a hop at the 10-yard line. On the return, try to cut to the outside, and not much there for Mason Book as he's going to be dropped shy of the 20-yard line. Dennis DeCamp going to be interesting to see. Talked with Rob Woodward about the grass. First game for Wheelersburg on grass this year. See how that plays.
We were talking about down here, first time we've seen the grass all year right now. So Wheelersburg Pirates, they'll adjust to it fine. Just see what Minford pulls out from their offense with the 2 big offensive threats out here for this ball game.
Looking at the quarterback situation, it looks like it is Glenn at quarterback for Minford. High snap. And they will pass it out in the flat, and it's incomplete. Actually, is that Caudle? Was that Caudle?
Caudle's number 6. I think that was number 3.
Okay.
Number 2, I think.
That's number 2?
Yeah. No, there's number 2s out there. Peyton Caudle.
And it is Caudle.
Okay. So Caudle is getting the start. So I don't know if he talked his way into it or... But anyway, he throws his first pass. It falls incomplete. He comes in to play tonight. 61 of 129 for 725 yards, 4 TDs, and 6 interceptions. Running play off to the left side, and not much happening there. That was one thing that was key for Wheelersburg last week. They really slammed the door on Jace Hurd, a powerful running back, as good as there is in Southern Ohio last week for the Waverly Tigers.
Braden Max at that time, and Colton Salyers making that initial hit there and bringing him down.
Minford coming in, averaging 25.6 points per game. They give up 22.3. You look on the other side for Wheelersburg, they average 28.7 points per game. They give up 14.4. There's a actually, this was just a play that was blown up at the line of scrimmage. And Caudle was taken down, and he may have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson Willoughby there putting pressure on him right off the bat there. Didn't have time to even find a receiver down field. Looking at Cottle going off field there, I thought it may be a mobility issue because if you watch the first two plays, he didn't just hand the ball off and just pop pass, but no limping, significant limping going off the side of the field there. See how he progresses as the game goes on.
So it'll be 4th and 11, and the Falcons will have to punt the football away. Helmet high snap. Left-footed punt is away. Side-winding punt fielded at the 47-yard line. On the return, midfield with some room. Kenyon Evans gets a block, 30-yard line. Cuts back, still on his feet, and will work his way down to the 26. That's the one thing this year. Wheelersburg's not really been able to break that long punt return. That will probably go down as the longest punt return of the season. It will for the Wheelersburg Pirates.
He had a nice wall to the left side of the field there, and he took the ball all the way back. There was a nice wall over there, a nice block there for the Wheelersburg Pirates. Hunter Bivens getting up, taking the first block there, and gave some lot of space on the far side, on the Minford side of the field.
That was good for 26 yards on the return. Punt for 35, return for 26.
And Kenyon Evans only had 27 yards all season returning punts.
We talked about this last week. Kenyon Evans has progressed so much this season. It's been neat to watch him grow as a receiver and a punt returner.
Evans will go in motion now to the right. The backs are offset. Here's the give. Warren, 25-yard line, slips off a tackle and will get down to about the 19, where he is taken down. Creed Warren, 54 carries, 468 yards on the year, 5 touchdowns, averaging 8.7 yards per carry. The Wheelersburg Pirates have moved into the Quality Eating and Air red zone. Quality Eating and Air located on Route 52 in Sugar Grove. Braylon Rucker, the gun, will motion Landon Hutchinson off to the right side. Here's the give. This is Darling. Darling will work his way, power his way down inside the 15 to the 14. Jake Darling really was the early part of the game last week, the centerpiece of the offense. Had a really nice game for the Pirates last week on both sides of the football, but it was running that was a big factor. 9 carries, 47 yards, and he had a touchdown in that game against the Tigers. There's the pass out in the flat, caught Warren, 10-yard line, 5-yard line, and he will just lower the shoulder, deliver a blow as he crosses the goal line into the end zone, and the Pirates are on the board first at the 9-12 mark of the first quarter, 6-0.
You want to talk about, I'm not going to be denied that goal line? That's a perfect picture of not going to be denied that goal line. He busted through that line like unbelievable. J.D. Mattis, though, had the 2 tackles for the Falcons for that score right there. A nice job from his defensive end position.
Rutgers' 12th touchdown pass of the year, and for Creed Warren on the receiving end of his 2nd touchdown of the year. Cooper Heimbach on for the extra point. It is up. It is good. Just like that, the Wheelersburg Pirates lead 7-0 with 9:12 to play in the first. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
For over 50 years, the Harrison Piles Funeral Home has been serving Southern Ohio. With that experience comes the knowledge of how to best help a family in their time of need. When the time arises, call Dave Piles at Harrison Piles Funeral Home, 11623 Gallia Street in Wheelersburg. Phone 740-574-2543. Harrison Piles Funeral Home is a proud supporter of our area's youth.
For the best local high school sports coverage, tune to Mix 99.3, WNXT FM, Portsmouth.
Whatever maintenance or repair you need on your vehicle, the friendly professionals at Shoemaker Sunoco have got you covered. Located at State Route 139, Minford. People in the Minford area depend on James Shoemaker to keep their vehicles running in top condition. Shoemaker Sunoco offers tune-ups, brake service, computerized four-wheel alignment, and routine oil changes and lube jobs. You can also fill up with that good Sunoco gasoline. When it comes to the care of your vehicle, come to the service center that cares. Shoemaker Sunoco, Route 139, Minford.
Back to action here at Minford, and Cooper Heimbach's kick goes out of bounds. There's been a change in the score. Changes happen quick, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. So as Minford will prepare to set up shop, let's talk about the scoring drive. A service of Nancy Hawk at the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. For all your real estate needs, call 574-9902 or online at realestategallery.com.
3 plays, 26 yards. Scoring play, A pass from Rucker to Warren for 15 yards. Heimbach with the extra point. 9:12 left in the opening period. It's Wheelersburg 7, Minford nothing.
Minford has the football at the 35-yard line. And we'll set up with two backs. Very similar formation that Wheelersburg had. High snap. Caudle will hand it off. This is Book working over the left side, and he'll get a yard, maybe two, off that left side of the line. Mason Book, one of those guys dangerous in space, but has not been very much of a runner this year, mostly catching passes. Done a great job at that. He's the leading receiver on this team and very dangerous punt returner, and he gains 2 yards off the left side on that carry to make it second down and 8 from the 37.
Colton Sally's with that stop for the Pirates, help from Landon Hutchison.
Caudle will call the play. Get backs are offset. Everybody off to the left side. They will pitch it now. Book try to cut back and hit right at the point of attack. I'm not sure that he got back to the line of scrimmage on that one. Boy, Wheelersburg just slammed the door on the Waverly running game last week, and so far they've done it to Minford as well. Of course, Minford not having their top rusher, Jeffrey Pica, out there tonight. Obviously, that is a factor as well, although they showed last week that they can take care of an awfully good running back, holding Hurd to 11 yards on the ground, minus 1 yard rushing in the entire game for Waverly last week. Pica coming in at 870 yards rushing and 11 touchdowns, so that's a pretty good cog to be missing if you're Minford. 3rd down and 9, a loss of 1 on that last carry, and now we've got
delay
penalty.
Game.
Yep. So that will be.
It looks like all kinds of confusion there on the Minford sideline right now.
So they will have a 3rd down and 14. This will put the ball back to the 36-yard line.
31-yard line.
I'm sorry, the 31, yes. Minford coming in, penalized 37 times for 239 yards. Back to throw. Caudle firing out on the right side. Up for grabs with Rhodes going up against Xander Mowry. And the pass falls incomplete. Troy Rhodes, 6'1", 175-pound senior, the intended receiver. 10 catches, 117 yards, and a couple of touchdowns for Rhodes coming in. So 4th down and 14. So once again, Minford to punt the football away. 7-0 Wheelersburg with the lead. 7:20 to play in the first. Good punt.
Yep.
Spiraling punt, and 2 Wheelersburg safeties back there to receive it. And on the return, being taken down, a flag. They're going to get face mask there. Hunter Bivens on the return to the 43-yard line. So he's back there with Evans returning punts. Devin Lattimore normally back there, but Lattimore not playing tonight for the Pirates. So the face mask will have some additional yardage for Wheelersburg, and once again they will have outstanding field position. So in Minford, looking at their total penalties, really not been that bad, and already they've got 2 so far here early in the football game.
And that really wipes out a nice 42-yard punt, really.
Yeah.
Now it makes it a net of only about 11 yards.
Yeah. Wheelersburg will go with 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side. Evans goes in motion to the right. Here's the give to Creed Warren, and he is dropped for a loss. He may have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Logan Twynham.
Logan Twynham, yeah.
5'11" senior, 215 pounds. He put a nice hit there. It might be one of your candidates for hit of the game there, right there.
Definitely is one that we can write down for the candidate for the Monroe's frame and collision, big collision of the game. Rucker will throw it out in the flat. Caught by Warren. He's in trouble. Reversing field back to midfield. This is going to be a monstrous loss. Minford was all over that defensively. A huge loss. That was one there where Warren tried to reverse field, tried to make something out of it, and there's just too many gray shirts he had to try to outrun there.
Pirates have ran that play many times this season, and that time Minford, like you said, they had it snuffed out right from the beginning. There was 4 Falcons out there and about 16 it up. Looked like Tristan Miller was the one that finally made first contact with him and didn't let him go, but lots of folks out there as well, and that time again was Logan Twynham helped him out there along with Randall Strike out there as well.
Loss of 13. 3rd and 22 coming up here back to the 47-yard line. 4 wide for Wheelersburg. Back to throw. Rucker has time. Now breaks down. Scrambles. Looks to get rid of it. Fires. Passes caught as Warren comes back to it. Backs up. And he will be gang tackled again at the 44-yard line of Minford. The Rucker was able to complete the pass. They get some of the yardage back, but it's still going to be 4th down and about 13. Do want to make mention before we get too far into it. Homecoming here at Minford tonight. Congratulations to Maya Schonkweiler, the homecoming queen here at Minford here in 2023. Wanted to make sure got that in. So 4th down and about 13. Jake Darling, who handled the punting duties last week, had a 34-yard average.
Had a nice job last week punting the ball.
Punts it away. Sidewinding punt and good move. It's not going to be a very long punt, but a good move to kick it away from Mason Book, who has 3 punt returns for touchdowns.
That's a 15-yard line. Well, they're going to kick it out this early, yes.
29 yards. 29 yards on the punt for Darling, but no return. And Minford will have the football. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot it at the 22. 4:49 to play in the first. 7-0. Wheelersburg with the lead. A 15-yard touchdown pass from Braylon Rucker to Creed Warren. Our only points right now in the football game. Cooper Heimbach with the extra point. So Minford will go 4 wide here with a single setback off to the right of the quarterback. Caudle sets flat-footed, passes out, and nothing happening there. Coming up to make the play right as soon as he caught the football.
Creed Warren.
Yeah, it was Warren on the stop.
Thought it was Brown, but it was Warren. Man, he closed quick, almost like the Falcons did against the Pirates there. A little payback there for Creed Warren.
Good open field tackle by Warren.
Got him down low right where he needed to. Can't run without your ankles.
That'll be a loss of 1 on the play, so 2nd down and 11 from the 21-yard line. Minford will go 3 wide to the near side. Single setback. They'll have 1 wide receiver to the far side left. Huddle will take the snap. Rolls to the right. Looks to get rid of it. Throws it short, and he throws it wide of his intended receiver, J.D. Mathers. So it will be 3rd and 11 coming up. See what the penalty's about.
It's on the holding, I believe. I'm guessing.
And it appears that that is the case, holding on the Falcons. So let's see what Minford, what Wheelersburg will do.
Decline.
I was going to say, with an incomplete pass, they may just go ahead and take the down, and that's what they decide to do. 4:03 on the clock here in the first. 7-0. Wheelersburg with a lead. 3rd and 11 coming up from the 21-yard line for Minford. Falcons try to get something going here offensively. They will send Rhodes out to the left side. 3 wide receivers to the near side right. Peyton Caudle in the gun. Takes the snap. Back to throw. Rolls to the right. Throws short. Caught Mattis. 25-yard line. Lowers the shoulder and is taken out there. Elijah Brown and looks like Colton Salyers were there defensively for Wheelersburg.
Colton Salyers has had a nice season this year. He stayed healthy. Just the size he has, the presence he has there at the middle linebacker position for the Pirates, along with Jake Darling, 2 of the middle linebackers, I would think, in the area.
4th down and 7, a gain of 4 on that play to the 25, but the Falcons will have to punt the football away again. High snap, and we've got whistles and flags. False start on Minford.
5 more yards.
That's Minford's third penalty for 25 yards.
Yeah. Just talked about Martin not being penalized that much throughout the season. There's a third one right now, Dave just reported. 3:56 to go here in the first quarter. Pirates are up 7-0 to Minford Falcons at Minford High School.
I believe that's Mason Bradley that is doing the punting, left footer.
I'll get you after this play.
Takes the snap, gets it away. Another pretty good punt that will send Bivens back to the 40-yard line. On the move across midfield to the 45 of Minford. Flag comes flying in, and he'll be dropped at Minford's 42-yard line, but we do have a penalty flag.
You are correct. That is Mason Bradley on the punt.
That was a good for 40 good for 40 yards.
He has some nice there. I watched him during warm-ups, and he has some nice punts during warm-ups as well, and he's transitioned into the ball game. He had some nice punts there.
A couple more shuffle steps.
3:45 now on the clock here in the first quarter. Wheelersburg leads it 7-0. A
couple more shuffle steps.
3:45 now on the clock here in the first quarter. Wheelersburg leads it 7-0.
A couple more shuffle steps.
3:45 now on the clock here in the first quarter. Wheelersburg leads. White unis tonight. Orange numerals or orange lettering across the chest. Orange pants with a black stripe down the side. Minford with their gray unis. Red numerals trimmed in white.
They got the lights on the ambulance out there.
Oh.
Headlights. That was me. That was bothering my obstruction of the view out in the football field, so I had to do something.
Shame. Everybody knows your name now.
I'm just kidding.
Warren goes in motion to the right. Here's a handoff. He takes the handoff, and he trying to get away and trying to create something that just wasn't there. I think that was Owen Blaine that he ran into, 6'4", 290 pounds, and he got away from him, but he went backwards on the play. So that will end up being
credit for a yard.
Actually, yeah, he actually did gain a yard on the play. So it'll be second down and 19. Here's the give to Darling, and he's hit right at the point of attack. Bounced off for a moment, but not able to get away and dropped right at the 40-yard line. So Wheelersburg, last couple of weeks, have really cranked up the running game, but is sputtering a little bit tonight, and give some credit to Minford. I know they're a team that they like to do a lot of twists and stunts inside, and right now making it hard on the Wheelersburg Pirates to get yardage on the ground.
The Pirates keep pounding that right side right there, but right now that left defensive side of the line for the Falcons is doing a great job there. J.D. Mattis, that time Owen Blaine, the big 6'4", 290-pound senior, was in on that tackle.
Rucker will accept the snap, but he's going to send Warren in motion first. Play action, going long, down the seam, receivers out there, and he caught it! Kenyon Evans with the catch at the 20-yard line, laying out to pull it in.
Maybe the best catch I've seen all year.
Big time catch right there by Kenyon Evans. Caught it, good coverage by the defender, but Evans able to pull that one in. 21 catches, 281 yards coming in, and goes for about 40 right there, yeah.
He was stride for stride, the defender was, but I tell you, Kenyon Evans, beautiful ball there by Rucker.
Here's the give to Darling to the 15-yard line and down to the 14 on the carry. The Wheelersburg Pirates have moved into the Quality Heating and Air red zone. Quality Heating and Air located on Route 52 in Sugar Grove. Down to 149. Clock moving here in the opening frame. Big gainer right there for the Pirates and set them up in the red zone for the second time tonight. Rucker back to throw. Has time, now breaks down. He goes to scramble and not going to be able to get away as he'll be dropped. Maybe loses a little bit of yardage.
Tristan
Miller in there, yeah.
Pass plays like that will open up your running game real fast. Pirates try to go back to the air again there and unsuccessful, but they got some nice pickup there by Jake Darling that first carry, picking up about 5 yards, but third down and 5 now at the 15 for the Falcons. Pirates ball.
Go down from the sticks on the far side. It looks closer to 6, but Now we've got a stoppage of play here for a moment.
And a timeout for a Falcon. It may be say's all right, but the officials don't agree.
Not buying that, are they?
They're saying it's I get a sub coming in for the Falcons. Not J.D. Mattis. That will be Colton McGraw coming in, a 6'3" junior for the Falcons, playing that safety position.
Third down and about 6 for the Pirates. From the 15, Rucker takes the snap, rolls to the right, sets to throw, now scrambling, has some room, 10-yard line to the 5-yard line, dives and will be short of the goal line, but again, he just took what the defense gave him, continued to move, and he picks up a Wheelersburg first down to about the, 2-yard line?
2-yard line, right on the 2. Right here.
From the 2-yard line, first down, a goal for the Pirates. And they will
Touchdown.
Just push in for the score. Braylon Rucker runs it in for the score. That comes with 39.3 seconds left in the first. 13-0. 1-yard TD run by Braylon Rucker. Braylon Rucker on the air running the football, 132 yards on the ground. That's his first rushing touchdown. Cooper Heimbach for the extra point. It's on the way. It's good. 39.3 seconds left in the first. Wheelersburg leads 14-0. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
Mako Finish Products, located in the Balzer Industrial Park in Lucasville, processes automotive parts with precision CNC equipment. You may actually be driving a vehicle that has a part they made. At Mako, highly trained workers, many of whom trained at the Scioto County Career Technical Center's Ramtech training facility located nearby, make precision parts using advanced technologies. Mako Finish Products wishes the best to all local teams.
Get ready for deer season at Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply. They have a wide selection of plot mixes, deer attractant, shelled corn, Daryl's Deer Chow, and protein blocks. New this season, Antler Builder Extreme with assorted flavorings. Remember, Gerlach Farm and Feed is still your only grind and mix feed mill in the county. Their livestock feeds are complete ration feeds to help you grow healthy livestock. Now available fall decorations, pumpkins, gourds, and mums. Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply, 205 Simon Miller Road in Wheelersburg.
14-0, the Wheelersburg Pirates on top. Cooper Heimbach's kick sails down and will be taken at the 6-yard line on the return across the 20, bouncing off a tackle, getting to the 25, 26-yard line, and I think, did the ball come loose? I think it did. And it was recovered by Minford, but we'll tell you that there's been a change in the score. Changes happen quick, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. The scoring drive, a service of Nancy Hogg at the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. For all your real estate needs, call 574-9902 or online at realestategallery.com.
A very quick scoring drive, only took 36 seconds. Well, actually took a little more than that. 7 plays, 61 yards. Rucker with a 2-yard scoring run. Heimbach with the extra point. Wheelersburg 14, Minford nothing.
Minford Falcons down 2 scores as we're in the waning moments of this first quarter. Here's the give the book off the left side, and he has just stood up and nothing happening there. 3 white jerseys and then a 4th comes in there to help bring Book to the turf.
Colton Salyers and Braden Maxey again coming in stop for the Wheelersburg Pirates. The initial hit there, 15 seconds. That should be the last play here of the first quarter.
Book gets a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Falcons when we start play in the second quarter. After 1, it's Wheelersburg 14, Minford nothing. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
Just as the Wheelersburg McDonald's has been in the Parsley family for years, so has pride in the Wheelersburg community.
I'm Drew Parsley, Wheelersburg class of 2011. Best of luck to the Pirates. I'm Cam Parsley, Wheelersburg class of 2014. Stay humble, stay hungry, and go Bird.
I'm Nick Parsley, Wheelersburg class of 2018, and a member of the 2017 state champion Pirates football team. Go Bird. Hi, I'm Bruce Parsley, class of 1982. Go Pirates!
Thinking about a home cleanup project, putting on a new roof, replacing that old broken concrete driveway? Then you need to call the professionals at Correll's Bulldog Containers. They have many sizes of containers to choose from. Whatever your next cleanup or project around your property, call Correll's Bulldog Containers. Open 6 days a week. Phone 574-4455. That's 574-4455. Locally owned and operated. Correll's Bulldog Containers.
Welcome back here to Minford Falcons Stadium. Mark Williams, Dave Stamp, Dennis Steenkamp with you. 14-0. The Wheelersburg Pirates on top of the Minford Falcons as we begin play here in the second quarter. It'll be a 2nd down and 9 for Minford at the 28-yard line. And neither team having a lot of success on the ground so far, Dave.
Some big passes and by Wheelersburg. They also took advantage of great field position on their first opportunity.
Minford's coming up to the line of scrimmage. They will have 2 wide receivers out to the near side left, 1 receiver out to the right with a single setback. Peyton Caudle waiting on the snap, now gets it, and will hand it off, working over the left side of the line, getting to the 30-yard line before being driven back. I believe that was Book again, the ball carrier. He is apparently going to get the lion's share of the carries tonight. Jesse Ruby thought it might be a running back by committee, but it appears that he has settled on Book to be the ball carrier. And he is one of the primary weapons, so why not? 3rd down and 7 coming up now for Minford from the 30-yard line, a gain of 2 on that last carry for Mason Book. Minford coming up slowly to the line of scrimmage. They've got 4 wide, 3 to the near side left, 1 to the far side right. Single setback off to the left of Caudle as he takes the snap, but I don't know if they got it off in time.
They didn't.
That's a delay of game. 2nd delay of game penalty we've had on the Minford Falcons tonight. And the penalties now, what is that, 5, Dave, that they've had?
4.
Okay.
4 for 30. And Wheelersburg's not committed one yet.
3rd and 12 now coming up. The ball back to the 25-yard line. 1 minute gone here in the second quarter. Falcons will again have that same formation with 4 wide receivers and a single setback. Caudle to throw, scrambling around. He'll get rid of it, throws on the run, and Book cannot pull it in. Like he tried to run before he pulled it in. A little bit upset with himself. He was at the 35-yard line, and he just couldn't quite pull the pass in. It falls incomplete. It'll be 4th down. And once again, the Falcons will have to punt the football away. And that's the situation, Dave, when you get in a game like this, you've got to take advantage of every opportunity you get.
And they had good pressure on Caudle. Looked like, and again, I'm not sure how comfortable he is.
Yes,
tonight.
Correct. Bradley gets the punt away. Catching it on the run at the 41-yard line is Evans. 45-yard line. Trying to dart to the outside. Escapes one man and spins away. Still on his feet and still in a lot of trouble as he finally will make his way out of bounds on the far side. So Evans with some nice returns tonight for Wheelersburg.
That's the 34 yards on the punt.
We got a player down on the far side.
The officials are over there.
I don't see anybody down. I'm here.
Well,
yep.
Did they call
somebody
time? Yeah, I was gonna say
there may be somebody down, but nobody's looking at him.
Well,
I'll just put it that
I think
way.
it's a Minford play.
Yeah, it is. It's a Minford play.
Yeah.
The trainer's coming over the field right now. That previous possession by the that kickoff there for the Wheelersburg Pirates, Elijah Brown came down and he was just lowered. The boom was lowered upon him, I should say, helmet to helmet. He went down. He didn't play that last defensive possession for the Pirates. He wanted to go back in, but they took him off the side of the field. He looks like he's all right, but he took a shot to the head, that's for sure.
And we do have a Minford player down on the far side of the field, which is the Wheelersburg side of the field from where we're looking at this from the press box, and looks to be well off the field. That was way over almost where the benches are on the far side there. There's got to be sort of a scrum over there late, Dave, at the end of that play.
Well, there's
I believe he's up.
Not a lot of room on the sidelines here.
Player is up now and
the leg injury.
being helped off.
I got 7. You guys got the other number?
I think that's it.
Wesley Zimmerman is number 7.
Yep, that's it.
And so he's coming off the field with the aid of a couple of coaches. They'll put him on the bench, and the trainers will go to work. Hopefully not anything too serious, and he can get back in the football game. 10:29 to play in the second quarter. 14-0. Wheelersburg with a lead, and the Pirates have the football at the 43-yard line of the Minford Falcons. Warren will set up in the backfield now behind Rucker, and he will take the handoff, working off the left side. Big hole. He may go. 25-15, 10-5, touchdown. Creed Warren, 43 yards, huge hole over the left side, and he did the rest of it. Speed kills. That score comes at the 10:22 mark of the second quarter. 43-yard touchdown run by Creed Warren, his 6th touchdown run of the season. 20-0 Pirates.
They have done a good job holding him so far tonight, but one play can end that.
Yep. Snap, hold, kick by Heimbach is good. With 10:22 to play before halftime. 21-0 Wheelersburg.
Has handguns, shotguns, rifles, and ammo. Name brands such as Smith & Wesson, Ruger, Remington, Colt, Glock, and many more. The area's best gun shop is 3D Outfitters at 85088 Ohio River Road, Wheelersburg. Get the gear to get the deer at 3D Outfitters in Wheelersburg. Phone 574-HUNT and follow 3D Outfitters on Facebook. Wheelersburg is known for successful teams, including the Berg's winning team of Bob and Robin Marsh of Charles Uten Realty. For nearly 40 years, the Marshes have been assisting all of Scioto County in selling and purchasing prime real estate. Bob and Robin Marsh specialize in properties located in Wheelersburg and Sciotaville. The winning team of Bob and Robin Marsh of Charles Uten Realty proudly support the Wheelersburg Pirates and all households in the Wheelersburg community. Visit Realtors Bob and Robin Marsh on Ohio River Road in Wheelersburg, right across from Little Caesars.
Welcome back here to Minford. 21-0 to count. The Wheelersburg Pirates on top. The kick sails down, and the Falcons get the return across the 20-yard line to the 24. There has been a change in the score. Changes happen quick, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. Tell you about the scoring drive, more like a scoring play. A service of Nancy Hawk at the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. For all your real estate needs, call 574-9902 or online at realestategallery.com.
That was a quick punch. One play, 43 yards. Warren with a touchdown. Cooper Heimbach with his 3rd extra point. Ain't it nice if you lose a Connor Estep that you can bring somebody else in to kick the extra point?
Yes.
10:22 left in the
doesn't
second
appear
period.
to be any kind of a drop-off either.
Yeah, I thought the exact same thing, gentlemen.
Here's a handoff. Not much happening there, if anything at all, for Minford. We will tell you on that run by Creed Warren, the Wheelersburg Pirates went into and out of the Quality Heating and Air Red Zone. Quality Heating and Air located on Route 52 in Sugar Grove. And it looks like a
no gain.
No gain, maybe even a half-yard loss. Looking at the sticks on the far side, maybe. Ball at the 23-yard line for the Minford Falcons, going right to left here for this second quarter. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side with a single setback. Caudle takes the snap, back to throw, sets up, now in trouble, scrambling, it will be dropped back at the 21-yard line. Coming up from the backside to make the play, I think that's Cody Reisner that makes the sack from the backside. Is that right? No, it's not Reisner. That is Estep, Cole Estep on the 65 instead of 68. 6'5", 255-pounder. 8:55, clock moving here in the
Notre Dame 16, Sims Valley nothing.
second quarter of play, 21-0. Wheelersburg on top, third down and a bunch now for Minford. That ball, let's see, they've got that, I said the 21, it's the 16 is actually where, and then we've got another penalty on Minford here that's going to back it up 5 yards.
No, actually, well, yeah, it was against Minford. I thought for a second it was against Wheelersburg.
Well, the tailback started going to his left, and he moved forward, and that's what drew Landon Hutchinson off. So it was the Falcons who proceeded forward that drew him all sides. 8:34 to go in the first half of play. Pirates up 21-0 over the Minford Falcons at Minford.
About 23 yards now for the first down for Minford. Caudle rolling to the right, looking, still directing traffic, dumps it short, pass caught, 20-yard line and up the right sideline, getting some yardage up to about the 29-yard line. Try to see who that is, that Mattis or Rice, Colin Rice on the reception.
Yeah, their numbers are not real easy to read.
Well, and then he was at an angle too, so that, but Colin Rice on that reception got a little bit of yardage.
16 yards.
To get it to 4th and 7. Rice had a couple of catches for 16 yards coming into play tonight, but some other guys probably pressed into service. Bradley gets the punt away, angles this punt. Good side-winding punt. Fair catch is called for at the 36-yard line by Kenyon Evans, and that's where Wheelersburg will set up shop with a first down and 10. 8:10 to play before halftime. 21-0. Wheelersburg on top. They scored 14 in the first quarter and just had the big quick strike there a moment ago. A 43-yard touchdown by Creed Warren. I said his 6th rushing touchdown. That was actually his 7th. That's his no, he had I'm sorry, I was correct. He had a receiving touchdown the first time tonight, so he's been in the end zone twice tonight. First and 10 from the 36.
Wheelersburg's worst field position tonight so far.
Most people would take that as good field position from where they're starting.
Yeah.
Here's the keeper by Rucker, and he hurdles over a man over the left side and will pick up a good gain, 6 close to 7 yards for Rucker to the 43.
He's not Jonathan Eaton yet, but I tell you, he's doing a nice job with those fakes there. A nice setup there by the Creed Warren, that last play for the touchdown. He just kept it and read the defense and got several yards. Let's see, 6 yards in that pickup there. Sorry, Dave.
Yeah, where we've seen Landon Hutchinson in these running situations, maybe we're getting a little more with Rucker here later in the season as we start to get into the postseason. Back to throw. Rucker scrambling. Being pressured, a couple of Minford guys after him, and the pass goes sailing out of bounds, about all he could do with it. Colton Salyers was in the area. Creed Warren was also there as well, but it falls incomplete, and the Pirates will be looking at a third down and about 4 yards. 7:22 on the clock here with the second quarter. Pirates coming up to the line of scrimmage. We'll go with a receiver out to each side, and now Evans will come in motion left. And here's the give. Opens up again. Rucker with a big hole. And we saw this was what they ran against Harvest Prep. It was Landon Hutchinson doing it, but it's Braylon Rucker tonight, and he shoots ahead to the 45-yard line of Minford, and that's a first down for Braylon Rucker on a good burst.
Yeah, Colin Rice going out for the Falcons right. It looks like maybe a stinger on his shoulder right there, right shoulder.
Wheelersburg has 6 first downs so far in the contest. Minford is still looking for their first one.
Is that about 14 on that carry, Dave?
That was 12.
12 yards, okay.
Better than I am, Mark.
Here's the
wide open.
Oh, it's Riley Cunningham around the left side. They actually hand the ball off this time. And usually that's Rucker faking to the back, but Riley Cunningham takes it around left end. A huge gain all the way down to the 23-yard line. So he'll rattle off about 22 on that carry. Riley Cunningham averaging over 5 yards a carry this year, 188 yards on the ground coming in. And that is his new long gain of the season. Previously 23.
He ran 15, 16 yards for his ever even touched.
First and 10 from the 23. And this is Rucker on the keeper. He'll work his way inside the 20-yard line to the 18. And once again, the Wheelersburg Pirates have moved into the Quality Eating and Air red zone. Quality Eating and Air located on Route 52 in Sugar Grove. Coming up on the midway point of the second quarter, 21-0, Wheelersburg with the lead over Minford.
A couple scores I just listed. Ironton 7-3 over Gallia Academy. Notre Dame 16-0 over Sims.
Okay. Been good win for Notre Dame tonight. Here's the give, working off the right side, angling 15 to the 10-yard line to the 5 and inside the 5 and slammed down at about the 3.
I think you got a penalty on the far side here, right in front of me. A penalty. Looks like it's probably a procedure. Yep.
That would be illegal formation.
So that is what they're calling. So they wiped that run out for Riley Cunningham.
Nice run.
That is Wheelersburg's first penalty of the evening.
That's about when it came last week, Mark. About 3:20 to go in the first half. It's first time penalty. Got a few after that, though.
That has been somewhat problematic. 52 penalties for 439 yards coming in this year for the Pirates. Pass out in the flat, caught 20-yard line, angling back to the 15, still on his feet, angling back to the right to the 5-yard line, and taking it in is Creed Warren.
Beautiful pass play set up there. It was almost like the Tanner Holden days. It had that screen going out to the right side there, and a little bit later delayed, but he had a nice wall of blockers there. Hunter Beer was the last one that freed him up to get him to the goal line there. So nice job, and also Kenyon Evans with a nice block here on the near side.
Rucker to Warren for the second time tonight, and Creed Warren, he doesn't get very many where he can just run straight. It's got to be all kinds of zigzags and angles, and just another one right there.
Maybe just how his brain works, Mark.
The extra point is on the way and good for Cooper Heimbach. 28-0, the Pirates lead with 5:08 to play before halftime. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
Combine over 75 years of experience and over a quarter of a century's reputation for expert transmission repair and specialized attention for your transmission. You're talking Suburban Transmission. At Suburban Transmission, you can go with confidence in taking your transmission troubles to them for professional service. Suburban Transmission guarantees all of their rebuilt transmission work, putting you back on the road safe and satisfied. Suburban Transmission of Sciotaville. Phone 776-2331. Their reputation in your vehicle rides on every job they do.
On control. It's on control. Everybody, on control. It's on control. Hey, you go sick. Wasp for fleas. Mice, bed bugs, and carpenter bees. Pick up the phone and call today. Those bugs just go away. On control. It's on control. Everybody, on control. It's on control.
740-250-3567 online at begonpesco.com.
28-0 the score now. The Wheelersburg Pirates on top as we are back to action. The kick will sail down and take it out a couple of hops at the 11-yard line. Falcons on the return and just can't get away from the Wheelersburg kick coverage team. He'll be stopped about the 15-yard line. There's been a change in the score. Changes happen quick, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. Scoring drive is hosted Nancy Hogg of the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. For all your real estate needs, call 574-9902 or online at realestategallery.com.
5:08 left before halftime. Wheelersburg with a pass from Rucker to Warren for 23 yards. 6 plays, 64-yard drive. Extra point behind Bob. Wheelersburg 28, Minford nothing.
And we got a timeout called for by the Minford Falcons. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. 28-0. Berg on top. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
The DW Swift Peterborough homes are always available to serve your final arrangement needs. In New Boston, Sciotoville, Wheelersburg, and South Webster, the DW Swift Peterborough home always puts your family first and will carefully take care of every detail in planning respectful and complete funeral services for your loved ones. When the need arises, choose the DW Swift Peterborough home with 4 locations to serve you: New Boston, Sciotoville, Wheelersburg, South Webster. Or you can call at 740-456-4133.
With Dave Stam and Dennis Steenkamp, I'm Mark Williams here at Minford Falcons Stadium. And homecoming 2023 for Minford, not going very well on the scoreboard, trailing Wheelersburg 28-0. And of course, we thought that Peyton Cottle might not be able to play tonight. The indications were he was not apparently good enough to go, but we don't know at what percentage, Dave. And obviously he's not 100%.
Well, Peyton Cottle's one of the fastest kids in the county, but you have to give credit. Wheelersburg's defense is pretty quick, too. But
yes, it is.
I just don't really think he's at 100%.
Falcons have the football at the 14-yard line, 1st down and 10, 5:03 to play before halftime. They will send a man in motion to the left. Cole takes the snap, hands it off, and up the middle, and just right there again to close things off after a very short gain. That Wheelersburg front line and linebackers coming in there as well.
Trenton Scaff, I believe, was the ball carrier that time. I believe. Randall Schreck.
Randall Shrike.
Shrike, yeah.
Coming in at 10 carries for 52 yards on the year.
Shrek's movie character, isn't he?
Yes, that's correct.
I'm sorry.
3 yards for Shrike to the 17. Cottle again, waits on the snap. Quick pass out in the flat, caught 20-yard line. It was right the first time. And he gets to the 23. That is
Book, I believe.
Mason Book on the reception.
First completion there, Dave?
Yes. And he had, remember he had a 16-yard earlier. He's actually...
Yeah, Colin Rice caught one earlier.
He's 3 out of 7 for 17 going into that play.
Coming in, Mason Book, 16 catches, 212 yards. And it's a 3rd and 1 coming up here for Minford from the 24-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the far side right, 1 to the near side left, single setback. Here's the give, and does he get their second effort? I don't know. He was hit at the point of attack. He wasn't there, kept going, and let's see. Randall Shrike on the carry.
He got it.
And he did get enough. Yeah. So that second effort allowing him to get the first down, but boy, Wheelersburg was right there to hit him.
The initial first down.
First down of the night for the Falcons.
I saw the marker, and he had a nice second effort there because Salyers had an immediate contact there behind the line of scrimmage with a second effort there, like you gentlemen said. Got him that first down for the Falcons here 3 minutes ago. Clock is moving. Pirates up 28-0 here at homecoming at Minford.
Here's the handoff again, and nothing happening there. Braden Maxey leading the charge defensively to get Shrike to the turf, and we've got penalty flags. See what this is about.
Face mask.
I thought that's what it might be.
Only question whether it's a
5 or a 15. There you go, Dave.
Personal foul.
Big one.
So that will give the Falcons another first down. That's right. That's the automatic right there.
Right.
Yep.
No automatic. No. Only automatics in high school involve the word roughing.
Roughing. Okay. But it isn't a penalty yardage for the first down. Okay. Ball at the 38-yard line. 2:43 on the clock here with the second quarter. Two wide receivers out to the far side right, one to the near side left. Single setback. Here's the give. For a moment, and falling forward to the 40-yard line. Now a little bit of activity there after the fact, and flags come flying in.
So we may have a Pirate on the bench right now.
Yeah. There was some extracurricular activity after that play. Shrike carried the ball to the 40-yard line. We got 2.5 minutes on the clock, and now the officials will sort this out. It's after the play, but again, that's going to push things forward here. So some penalty yardage here that Minford is gaining, and that's 3 straight first downs now. One they got by their own doing, the other 2 aided by Wheelersburg penalties. Ball at the 45-yard line now of Wheelersburg. 3 wide receivers to the far side right, 1 to the near side left. Single setback off to the right of Caudle. Back to throw. Dumps it, middle screen, caught, and they'll get a little bit of yardage out of it down to the 41-yard line. Tried to set it up and looked like it was going to work, but Wheelersburg snuffed it out pretty good, but he was able to get some yards. Mason Book to the 41. Gain of 4. Under 2 to play before halftime. 28-0 Wheelersburg. 14 points in the first quarter. 14 here in the second quarter for the Pirates. Here's the give off to the left side. Cutting back and getting maybe a couple of yards. Mason Bradley on the carry this time. So we are sort of seeing more of the running back by committee that Coach Jesse Ruby said we would see. And it'll be a 3rd down and looks like about 4. Nope. Timeout. It's timeout. So we will take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
F-150, Bronco, Maverick, or Mustang. Valerie Ford is your trusted source for new and pre-owned Ford cars and trucks. For over a century, Valerie Ford remains committed to treating customers to a no-hassle buying and service experience. So order your new Ford from Valerie's today. See our complete inventory at ValerieFord.com. Valerie Ford, we're laughing at big city prices.
1:29 on the clock here before halftime at Minford Falcon Stadium. Mark Williams, Dave Stamp, Dennis Steenkamp with you. 28-0. The Wheelersburg Pirates on top of Minford with their deepest penetration of the night down to the 38-yard line of Wheelersburg. They will go with 3 wide to the right side. Single receiver to the left side. Back offset to the left of Peyton Caudle, the quarterback. Takes the snap back to throw, slings it, and it is almost picked off by Kenyon Evans.
Pirates saw that one, covered up extremely well. Kenyon Evans right there on the defensive side. Like you said, ball was in his hands. I think a little bit, no interference whatsoever on his part. Kind of surprised, I believe, where the ball was, and ball falls incomplete. 1:25 to go here before halftime. Like you said, Pirates up 28-0.
They're trying to get the ball to Curtis Glenn, look like. So 4th down and 4, and Minford going for it here on this 4th and 4. Take the snap. Caudle firing underneath, batted down.
Xander
Mowry bats it down, and that will turn things over on downs. Coming in to tonight. Minford was 5 of 11 on fourth down this year, about 45%. So they're 0 for 1 tonight. Good defensive play there by Xander Mowry, and not a turnover in the sense of the fumble interception, but it serves as good as one there with a turnover on downs by the Wheelersburg defense.
How hard will the Pirates try to get that elusive 30 points before halftime? 1:21 to go.
Last couple of weeks have really cranked up the running game.
38-yard line.
4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Rucker with a back off to his left. It's Warren. Rucker will dump it out in the flat now to Warren to the left side. 40-yard line. Turns the corner. Midfield into Minford territory and gets shoved out of bounds on that far side. Another Pirate first down as they will mark this. Let's see where at. It's going to be on Minford's side of the field at the 48.
Good for 14 yards.
So Rucker and Warren hooked up for some chunk plays tonight, twice resulting in touchdowns, and another first down reception right there. Down to 1:11 on the clock. Touchdowns, and another 2 wides to each side. We'll fire it out. Pass is caught on the far side. Xander Mowry with a catch. He will step out of bounds at the 41. And that will be a gain of about 7. So that'll be 2nd down and 3 coming up. Xander Mowry with that catch for the Pirates. Getting in there for Lattimore tonight. Mostly plays at corner spot on defense. First catch of the season for him on offense. 2nd down and 3 from the Minford 41-yard line. Rucker to throw, steps up, now will dump it short. Caught off the shoe tops by Warren, down the left side, still on his feet, and he gets inside the 15-yard line down to the 13. And once again, the Wheelersburg Pirates have moved into the Quality Eating and Air red zone. Quality Eating and Air located on Route 52 in Sugar Grove. I know he's pretty fast when he's zigzagging, but he's got some good straight line speed too. Rucker back to throw. Now he's going to tuck it up and run, and not going to be able to get away from the interior of the Minford defense, and they will wrap Rucker up. 48.5 seconds left, and we've got a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well, another 30-second timeout. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
Tonight's game on Mix 99.3 is presented in part by these following sponsors: Harrison Piles Funeral Home, Shoemaker Sunoco, Mako Finished Products, Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply, McDonald's, Correll's Bulldog Containers, 3D Outfitters Gun Shop, Charles Newton Realty, Suburban Transmission, Be Gone Pest Control, and the D.W. Swick Funeral Home. Be listening to High School Sports all season long on Mix 99.3, online at WNXTradio.com.
48.5 seconds left in the first half. Yeah, we got a homecoming balloon has gotten free, sailing away from Minford Falcon Stadium. Well, you know, they had the drone issue there last week in Columbus. We thought maybe
to the UFO.
Might.
Hey, it is Friday the 13th.
It is Friday the 13th.
Dave, you had to mention it, didn't you, buddy? Thank you, Dave.
So we got it. So 2nd down and let's see, 8. Looks like maybe
12.
And they're rolling to the right side. Rucker for the end zone, tipped away. Tried to get it to Evans, and there was that in. Can't see who that was in coverage there for Minford. Nice defensive play.
Colin Rice, I believe.
So they've got the ball at the 14.
It's 3rd and 12.
So it is. Oh, it's 3rd and 12. Okay, right.
Scoreboard's all messed up.
Get to the 2 for a first down.
There you go, 3rd down now, and 3 is what it says.
Yeah, I think they got the ball missing. 41.5 seconds left to go in this first half. Pass out in the flat, caught on that far side, and
getting some yardage down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Kenyon Evans on the reception.
Clock is moving. Bring the field goal team.
I was going to say they may just run down the clock.
Kick field goal.
Kick the field goal.
Not getting their 31-point lead.
And it'll be 4th down, and it's like about 6 or 7. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. The clock down to 4, down to 2.9 is where they will stop it. So the ball it's a timeout called for by Wheelersburg. We'll go ahead and take 30 seconds. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
Atomic Credit Union presents Tap to Pay, the simple, safe, and speedy way to pay for your on-site purchases. With Tap to Pay, there's no need to swipe or insert your card at the checkout. Just look for the contact-free symbol and tap your card against it. That's it. You're done. Visit any Atomic branch for same-day debit and credit cards. See atomiccu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Homecoming 2023 here at Minford High School, and the Wheelersburg Pirates, the guests tonight, and somewhat rudely out ahead, 28-0 in this one, and it will be a field goal try here for Cooper Heimbach. They will spot this at the 16, so it will be a 26-yard try. He has not tried one this year. Connor Restep's 1 for 2 in field goal tries. That's the only ones they've tried this season.
Confidence builder for the sophomore if he can make it. Nope.
And
out to the left.
And he did not get it. So the field goal no good. So with 2.5 seconds left, the score remains 28-0. Heimbach with the miss there on the field goal. So Wheelersburg now 1 for 3 as a team on field goals this season. Guy on the other side kicks it pretty well, Miles Montgomery for the Falcons.
Yes, they just have had the chance tonight. And he's got a nice distance, too, that he can kick.
They're going to go ahead and wind this down, and it will be the first half. 28-0. The Wheelersburg Pirates lead the Minford Falcons.
Mark, I didn't get Coach coming off. All right, so I'll get on the way back out. All right. Thank you, sir.
So we'll go ahead and talk about it more coming up. The Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy Halftime Show. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
Visit Clark's Pump and Shop in Lloyd, Kentucky, near the Jesse Stewart Bridge at the Greenup Dam. Kick off your day with breakfast from Clark's Cafe, where you can enjoy full breakfast. We're talking sausage, bacon, fried bologna, toast, biscuits, hash browns, eggs made to order, and much more. Clark's Pump and Shop in Lloyd has changed.
Local high school sports coverage tuned to Mix 99.3 WNXT FM Portsmouth.
Be listening to high school sports all season long on Hometown Radio of Portsmouth, presented by Collier Companies, Little's Septic Service, Little's Grease Trap Removal, Little's Excavating, and Mr. Reuter Plumbing, Gamp's John Deere and Convenience Store, Conley Trucking and Conley River Terminal, Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, People's Bank, the Real Estate Gallery, the Counseling Center, and Hunter Williams Insurance.
The Counseling Center is the region's leader in behavioral health care, accredited by the Commission for Addiction Rehabilitation Facilities. A proud member of the Portsmouth community for over 42 years, TCC provides an unmatched service line, including substance abuse prevention and treatment, behavioral health care for children and adults, primary health care, as well as vocational development and job placement. If you or someone you love is in need of assistance, please call the Counseling Center at 740-354-6685 or visit online at thecounselingcenter.org. At the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency, they're proud to cheer for the home team, and even more proud to have you on their team. Whether you need insurance for your home, car, or business, they have your back. And because the local community is so important to them, they'll be right there with you, cheering for your team. Contact the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency today for more information about a policy from Encova Insurance. Visit the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency at 1031 Gallia Street in Portsmouth. Online at barrettmurphin.com.
Your internet experts with fiber fast efficiency. Generations of exceptional service. Stay connected with a legacy. Online at FalconOne.net. Minford, telephone and TV. Local service.
Tonight's game on Mix 99.3 is presented in part by these following sponsors: Harrison Piles Funeral Home, Shoemaker Sunoco, Mako Finished Products, Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply, McDonald's, Correll's Bulldog Containers, 3D Outfitters Gun Shop, Charles Newton Realty, Suburban Transmission, Be Gone Pest Control, and the D.W. Swick Funeral Home. Be listening to high school sports all season long on Mix 99.3, online at WNXTradio.com.
Welcome back here to Minford High School at Stadium. The 28-0 score. The Wheelersburg Pirates in control of this one, and we've talked about it. Of course, a first game for Wheelersburg on grass tonight, playing it as God intended to play on the grass, but it certainly hasn't affected them.
No, really kind of surprising how well they've adapted to it. I think kids enjoy playing on grass. Almost everybody in the SOC2 now, there's only Minford's the only grass field. Everybody else is, playing on the artificial surface. It's kind of hard on us old people, but that's modern days.
Welcome to the Old Brooks Hometown Pharmacy Halftime Show. Being local folks themselves, Brandon Oldbrook and his staff are proud supporters of local high school sports. The good people at Old Brooks Pharmacy will see to it that you won't have to wait long while your prescription is filled. They'll take the time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions you may have. Old Brooks offers convenient drive-through service, open 9 a.m. to 6:30 Monday through Friday and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Visit Brandon Oldbrook and staff at Old Brooks Hometown Pharmacy, located at 37C Lucasville Minford Road in Lucasville. The scoring got started tonight on the first drive for the Wheelersburg Pirates at the 9:12 mark. Braylon Rucker hooking up with Creed Warren for 15 yards, and Cooper Heimbach adding the extra point to make it 7-0. That would be the first of two passing touchdowns, Rucker to Warren tonight. The second touchdown for Wheelersburg coming at the 39.3-second mark of the first quarter when Braylon Rucker took it in from 1 yard out. Heimbach added the extra point to make it 14-0. It stayed that way until the 10:22 mark of the second quarter. Wheelersburg gets the ball back. One play, 43-yard run by Creed Warren. Heimbach adding the extra point to make it 21-0. And the Pirates scoring one more time before the end of the first half at the 5:08 mark. A 23-yard touchdown pass from Rucker to Warren. Heimbach adding the extra point to make it 28-0. Wheelersburg had one other shot to score, and Cooper Heimbach missing a 26-yard field goal that would have put it to 31-0. And now to check out the first half stats, here's Dave Stan.
Thank you, Mark. First of all, team-wise, for the visiting Pirates, they had 10 first downs in the first half, 5 by running, 5 by passing. Very balanced offense tonight for the Pirates. 8 out of 11 passing for 123 yards. Rushing, they were 15 out of 15 rushes for 119 yards. Total offense of 242 yards for the Pirates. 3 penalties for 35 yards. Punted once for the 22-yard average. For the Minford Falcons, 3 first downs in the first half, 1 by running and 2 by penalty. And here's one of the big stats of this game, Mark. Minforders ran 11 times for 5 yards. That doesn't sound much for success. Passing, 5 out of 11 for 28 yards. They committed 5 penalties in the first quarter, mostly for 35 yards. And kind of their star of the night, their punter, I believe is it Mason Bradley?
Mason Bradley, yes.
He's punted 5 times tonight for a 37.6-yard average. Individually, leading ball carrier for the Pirates, Creeborn, 4 carries, 50 yards. Braylon Rucker, 7 carries, 37 yards. Riley Cunningham, 1 carry for 22 yards. Jake Darling, 3 carries for 10 yards. Passing, leading receiver, Creeborn's done a little bit of everything so far. He's had 6 receptions for 79 yards, and you got to remember he lost 13 on one play.
He did, and 2 touchdowns.
Right. Great night so far. Kenyon Evans, 2 receptions for 45 yards. Xander Mowry, 1 reception for 7 yards. Leading ball carrier for Minford, Mason Book, 6 carries for 7 yards. Randall Schreck, 2 carries for 5 yards. Then they had a couple minus figures there. Peyton Cottle, 5 out of 11, 28 yards. Leading receiver, Mason Book, 3 receptions for 12 yards.
It's time to check the turnover report. A service of the Baron Murphy Insurance Agency, 1031 Gallia Street, Portsmouth. Is it a time you turn your insurance needs over to Baron Murphy? Call Dan Cassidy, 353-3121. No turnovers. As far as, again, whether interception or fumble, there was one turnover on downs. Wheelersburg stopped Minford on 4th down, but no turnovers officially in the first half of play.
Unfortunately for the Falcons, this game has really been played entirely on the Minford side of the field. It's basically been playing with a 50-yard field.
A big thank you goes out to Penn Station East Coast Subs, located on the north end of Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. Penn Station fuels the WNXT and WZZZ sports crews every weekend by offering us lunch. Visit Penn Station, where they're all about the freshness. Be sure to listen for the Barber Auto Parts replay of the week all week long on Mix 99.3, 107.5 The Breeze, Fox Sports AM 1260, and 95.7 FM. Visit the Barber Auto Parts location nearest you, with locations in Portsmouth, Ashland, and Chillicothe. Don't forget to tune in to the Saturday Morning Sports Line every Saturday on Fox Sports with AM 1260 and 95.7 FM, starting at 9 o'clock. Listen to what our area coaches have to say about their teams and players. Abbreviated program for you tomorrow. We'll go to 10:30 and then turn things over to the Ohio State Radio Network as they take on Purdue tomorrow at Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette. Hometown Radio of Portsmouth and Appalachian Marketing Media are excited to team up during the 2023 high school football season to offer the area video streamed presentation of a select high school football game of the week. For over 50 years, Hometown Radio has painted the picture of high school football. Now with Appalachian Marketing Media, you see it and hear it. Appalachian Marketing Media offers professional photography, website creation, and videography. The production of the Appalachian Marketing Media high school football game of the week on WNXTradio.com will marry the audio of Hometown Radio with a visual presentation provided by Appalachian Marketing Media cameras, giving high school football fans a new way to soak up the action when they just can't be at the game. Be listening to high school sports all season long on Mix 99.3, Classic Rock 107.5 The Breeze, Fox Sports with AM 1260 and 95.7 FM, as well as online at WNXT2. All of which can be heard using the local Happenings app or WNXTradio.com. And be watching for the Appalachian Marketing Media Game of the Week, available on WNXTradio.com. Hometown Radio and Appalachian Marketing Media taking high school football to the next level. We've got some scores to tell you about, but we'll take a break first. We'll have that coming up with more of the Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy halftime show. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
To the 10, to the 5. Quality, heating and air. Here's drive, deep to left center. That ball is quality, heating and air. Side by side on turn number 4, it's going to be quality, heating and air. When you think of something good, think of quality, heating and air. On Route 52, just west of Portsmouth in Sugar Grove. The next time you're in need of a new AC unit or repairs, call Quality Heating and Air. 740-858-4363. That's 740-858-4363.
SOMC Sports Motion is a premier sports medicine program offering a unique multidisciplinary approach to your health issues. At SOMC Sports Motion, they offer a scientific approach to the full continuum of care from prevention and performance improvement all the way through an injury, treatment, and rehabilitation. Their physicians and providers are actively involved in sports coverage in the community. Their sideline and team physician responsibilities include several area high schools. They stand out by tailoring their program to each school, team, individual athlete, or weekend warrior. For more info, call 740-356-7526.
Little's Grease Trap Removal in Wheelersburg has been servicing restaurants around the region since 1966. Little's crew is equipped with a 4,000-gallon vacuum truck and a portable grease system for hard-to-access traps, allowing Little's professional technicians to get in and out quickly with minimal impact on your business. After your grease trap is pumped, Little's properly disposes of the waste and provides you with official documentation. Little's offers 24-hour service 7 days a week. From major problems to little issues, contact Little's Grease Trap Removal.
Be listening to high school sports all season long on Hometown Radio of Portsmouth, presented by Appalachian Marketing Media, Sherman Cricker Insurance, Atomic Credit Union, the Scioto County Career Technical Center, Donnie Martin Heating and Air, Clark's Pump and Shop, Dyer Insurance, SOMC, Monroe's Frame and Collision, the McKinley Funeral Home, Portsmouth Insurance, a TAH benefits partner, as well as the Glockner family of dealerships.
Hi, I'm Jay Hash with Hope Source. Hope Source helps individuals and families live complete, meaningful, and happy lives. We offer a full array of high-quality mental health and addiction treatment services to meet the individual needs of every person we serve. In every interaction, we provide the care we would expect for our closest friends or loved ones. No matter your situation, there is hope. For information, check out our website at hopesourcetreatment.com. Find us on Facebook or call 740-353-HOPE.
Don't shop for tires at a dealer whose idea of selection is white wall or black wall. Head to the dealer who carries the brands you trust. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. BF Goodrich tires are built for drivers looking for high performance and aggressive styling. Next time you need tires, get the selection you deserve.
See Bob and Floyd's Tire Sales, routes 23 south at 52 west, downtown Portsmouth.
Welcome back here to Minford Falcon Stadium. The Minford band performing right now, homecoming 2023. Wheelersburg band performed earlier, providing the color and pageantry that goes along with the football action on a Friday night. And we've got some scores to tell you about from some other games. Dave?
Thanks, Mark. Fairland Dragons, probably the second best team in the OVC, and they're really showing it tonight, 42-6 over Coldgrove. Valley and Grandview Heights out of Columbus. Grandview scored just before halftime. It's 21-14. Grandview over Valley. Notre Dame 16-0 over Sims. I kind of find that hard to believe because how do they get cell phone service out of Sims Valley? I mean, we've been fighting that for years. Ironton 7-3 over Galples early. Waterford 7-6 over Trimble in the TVC, and South Point 7-0 over Portsmouth.
That's a big game if Portsmouth wants to try to get into the playoffs. They're right now on the outside looking in, and South Point at number 9. This is almost a must-win for the Trojans to get in.
Considering who they're playing next week, it is a must-win.
Yeah.
Well, playing Ironton next week, that's a pretty large task there. So this is Portsmouth. You hate to say that Week 9's a playoff game, but Week 9 is a playoff game for the Trojans.
Yeah, and of course, taking a look at the computer points in entering Week 9, Division 5, Region 19. Ironton number 1, Fairland number 2. How about this with West? And this is just the way, this is where your schedule can work against you. They were 4th last week. They beat Northwest 48-6 and fell 3 spots down to number 7.
Probably fall spot.
Yeah, and taking on Oak Hill tonight. Yes. South Point number 9, Wheelersburg coming in at number 11 this week. Minford is 15th, and right now again Portsmouth on the outside looking in at 17. Some of the other rankings: Division 5, Region 20, St. Trace is 7th. In Division 6, Region 24, Paint Valley is 3rd. And Valley right now, 16. Boy, if they could come back and get this one tonight against Grandview Heights, that'd be 3 wins in a row. And Valley could be sitting pretty good coming here to play Minford next week with perhaps a playoff on the line.
Exactly.
Division 7, Region 27, Eastern number 2, Eastern Pike, that is. Boy, what a season they've had, the Eastern Eagles.
I saw them last Friday night. They are a very nice offensive football team. When they came back late in the game against Notre Dame last week, that was a great championship game. down at Spartan Stadium last week.
Notre Dame is 6th coming into play tonight. South Gallia 9th, and East is 12th. In Division 6, Region 23, Coal Grove 10th. Division 3, Region 11, Jackson is 4th. In Division 4, Region 15, Gallia Academy is 10th. Benton County is 14th. Gallia Academy, how about that? One loss and they're 10th. So, again, going with the schedule. But, boy, what a major jump they could make tonight if they could figure out a way to beat Ironton.
They pick up a boatload of computer points in that game.
Division 4, Region 16, Unioto is tied for 4th, and Waverly is 9th. With Waverly's loss last week, they basically flip-flopped with Cincinnati McNicholas. They were 8th last week. McNicholas was 9th. This week, McNicholas is 8th, and Waverly is 9th. So they just sort of flip-flopped with that one last week. So it's all taking shape, and of course there'll be more points to be determined tonight when all things are said and done, and we'll see who sits where as we go into the final week of the season next week.
Next week is going to be with the Wheelersburg West game, home field advantage. If Wheelersburg should have an upset, I won't say upset, beat West, they would probably move in the top 8.
You would think, yes.
If West would win, they would cement in the top 8. Notre Dame and East next week up at Allard Park. Snuffy Smith's Field. I've been saying that for a long time. But Jim Snuffy Smith Field, that game is probably for a home playoff spot also.
Yes, I would think so, yeah. So that would definitely be. We've got some big games next week. No doubt about it. It's week 10, it should be.
That's what makes high school football fun. Is every game, it's not like basketball where you can have some losses along the way, but you still got tournament to look forward to. Football, for the most part, you've got to earn your way into the playoffs.
As it should be, even with expanding it to 16, because a lot of people will say it's been watered down a little bit with the addition to the 16, and then some of the 16-1 games are not really good games. I mean, to be frank about it, but nevertheless, you still have to earn your way in.
If they want to use watered down, they need to just go across the river. In Kentucky, where basically 4 out of 5 teams in a district make the playoffs.
28-0 is our score here at halftime from Minford Falcon Stadium. You're listening to the Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy halftime show. Wheelersburg has come back out and they're stretching. I think Dennis
trying to find him.
Trying to get with head coach Rob Woodward and get a few comments, and not been able to locate him yet. I see you walking around down there.
I'm not lost.
Dennis looking for him. So we're trying to wait to see if Dennis can get some comments there from Coach Woodward. But again, Wheelersburg have run the ball well enough tonight. They've had some big plays in the passing game, but it's the defense that's really been impressive.
Like I said, right before before the end of the first half, the field position is the undocumented stat in this game. Wheelersburg's their worst field position, I believe, was at the 36-yard line. So they've played with basically a short field all night.
Mark, I still don't see him coming. Oh, here's somebody. Yeah, here he comes down the hill right now.
All right, so let's
hold on. I'm still 40 yards away from him. I'm walking towards him right now.
So we'll talk here for just a minute as Dennis is trying to get with Coach Rob Woodward to talk to him. I see Rob making it out now, taking strides in the end zone there. So let's go to Dennis Steenkamp. He's with Wheelersburg head coach Rob Woodward.
Coach Rob Woodward up 28-0 here at halftime. Homecoming at Minford. Your kids come out again and just did the job the first half.
Yeah, first half I was really pleased with a lot of different things that we saw out of our kids there. We talked about growth this week. So many things that we tried to work on as a unit that I saw our guys go out and execute there. A couple penalties, aggressive penalties. I'm never going to be upset about those. You don't want it to happen, but we want our kids playing hard and fast all the time. That sustained a drive for them there a little bit, but our guys have ultimately done what they need to do defensively, get things stopped, and then offensively, great job execution there, get us down and get us in field goal range there, and elected to go for the field goal there at that time. Felt like maybe we could get that in. We didn't, so we got to come back out of here second half and see if we can't work on that execution again.
It seemed like they're just coming together right at the right time. You got this ball game to finish finish out tonight, got a half, and you got next week. But it seems like they're peaking at the right time as the coaches bring them all together.
Yeah, 2 more halves of football to play here, and we want to see our kids continue to execute at a high level, and we'll work on things from there.
There you go. Coach Broadwood, maybe talking to him after the ball game. Mark, Dave, back up in the booth to you guys.
As we get ready for the second half, we'll take a quick 1-minute timeout. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
Corner, Route 140 in Slocum is the perfect way to start the day. The BP convenience store opens the doors at 5:30 with home-cooked breakfast, coffee, and that first smile of the day. Everything from groceries, pop, candy, bread, milk, or fertilizer. They've even got an ATM for fast cash. Starting at 11 o'clock, enjoy delicious homemade pizza cooked to order. And remember, the BP convenience store will also deliver your home heating, fuel, and kerosene. Your one-stop shop for everything is the BP convenience store, Route 140 in Slocum, where it's good and green, both sides of the street.
Be listening to high school sports all season long on Hometown Radio of Portsmouth, presented by Collier Companies, Little's Septic Service, Little's Grease Trap Removal, Little's Excavating, and Mr. Rooter Plumbing, Gamp's John Deere and Convenience Store, Conley Trucking and Conley River Terminal, Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, People's Bank, the Real Estate Gallery, the Counseling Center, and Hunter Williams Insurance.
Second half just about ready to get underway here from Minford Falcon Stadium. Along with Dennis DeCamp and Dave Stam, I'm Mark Williams. 28-0 Wheelersburg leads it as we get ready for second half action. The second half kickoff brought to you by Harris Floor Covering, 610 9th Street, Portsmouth, as well as Harris Outdoors, 616 9th Street, Portsmouth. Harris Floor Covering is the area's leading floor covering contractor that has everything for all your floor covering needs. Call Stephen Harris at 353-7959. Visit Harris Outdoors for firearms and hunting equipment.
A couple of added scores here. Valley has tied Grandview 21 at the half, and Waverly 33-7 over Northwest at halftime.
Your Valley was pretty confident that they thought they could go up there and play with Grandview Heights, and obviously that has been the case, and hopefully the Indians come away with a victory there. It sets up an interesting game next week here at Minford. It always is when the Lucasville-Minford rivalry is renewed. Kickoff sails down to the goal line, and on the return is Kenyon Evans. Gets up across the 40-yard line. He is still on his feet. 45, and will still spin away, and now reverses field and is finally taken down back at the 40-yard line. We'll see where they stop forward progress at.
That's 45. That's a little Three Stooges move.
We've seen quite a few of that tonight there. So try to reverse field, and it's not gone very well.
Good pursuit by the Minford Falcons.
So this will set it up at the 45-yard line, our first play of the third quarter. Wheelersburg going left to right here in this third quarter. Well, they put up 14 in the first quarter. They put up 14 in the second quarter. What happens here in quarter number 3, and will Minford be able to break through? Here's the jet sweep, and this is Warren turning the corner, 40-yard line, 30-yard line, down to the 20-yard line, and he'll be inside the 15, down to about the 12, make it the 11-yard line. Creed Warren.
I've been behind him every play. He's had a nice long run. I wanted to get ahead of him that time, so I got ahead of him. He still outran me, but that's all right.
That's good for 44 yards.
44-yard run for Creed Warren. So he had a 43-yard touchdown run at 44 yards there, and doesn't take long for carries like that for the yardage to start adding up.
Yeah,
5 carries, 94 yards.
Wheelersburg Pirates have moved into the Quality Eating and Air Red Zone. Quality Eating and Air located on Route 52 in Sugar Grove. Rucker under center. Sends Kenyon Evans in motion to the left. Here's the give. Riley Cunningham hit right at the 10 and taken down. The line of scrimmage was the 11, so Cunningham didn't get much there. Right into the middle of that Minford front.
Tristan Miller.
Yep.
Nice stop again on the inside. He's had a nice defensive game there. There had been stopped there. Tristan Miller there for the Falcons, 6 foot, 250-pound junior.
Cunningham gets a yard to the 10. Wheelersburg coming up to the line of scrimmage, and again it is Landon Hutchinson now in there at quarterback. takes the snap, will power set. Here's the give. Maxey to the 5-yard line. Braden Maxey will just power his way in to the end zone. A 10-yard touchdown run by Braden Maxey. Been a while since he's had a carry, but he's averaging over 6 yards a carry when he's carried it this year, and he added 10 more to it right there, and it ends up being 6 points for the Wheelersburg Pirates. That score comes at the 10:28 mark.
Parker Cantrell had a beautiful block, open him up to get him inside the end zone that time.
Heimbach for the extra point try. It is on the way. It is good. 35-0. The Wheelersburg Pirates leading the Minford Falcons with 10:28 to play in the third. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
Don't spend thousands of dollars on marketing that doesn't work. Appalachian Marketing Media can grow your business with targeted marketing strategies, tactics, and resources that actually do work, so you can get more clients and have peace of mind. Appalachian Marketing Media offers do-it-yourself packages where clients get a step-by-step social media plan with a one-time fee starting at $150, which includes customized social media graphics. And Appalachian Marketing Media offers social media management starting at $5.15 per month. Contact Appalachian Marketing Media on Facebook and learn more on their website.
Why is Southern Ohio Medical Center Urology Associates the perfect choice for you? It starts with the expert care of board-certified urologist Dr. Stephen Willems, followed by a variety of procedures offered right in the office, which means no hospital stay and a quicker recovery. Along with general urology care, SOMC Urology Associates also offers the latest in advanced treatments for enlarged prostate, including Urolift and Aquablation, board-certified expertise in the latest procedures in prostate care. SOMC Urology Associates is the perfect choice. Call us at 740-3564-URO today.
Kick sails down as we are back to action. Book on the return, 20-yard line, and still going across the 25, and that looks like that's going to be the end of the trip. There's been a change in the score. Changes happen quick, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. The scoring drive is a service of Nancy Hogg of the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. For all your real estate needs, call 574-9902 or online at realestategallery.com.
3 plays, 55 yards. Maxey with a 10-yard scoring run. Heimbach with extra point. 10:28 left in the third period. Wheelersburg 35, Minford nothing.
Falcons come to the line of scrimmage. See if Minford can get something going. Develop something positive. They will send now back in motion. That's Book. Here's a handoff. Tried to create some room there at the line of scrimmage and did not work as Wheelersburg is able to snuff it out after a couple of yard gain. We had a new ball carrier in there for Minford.
Bradley?
Was it Bradley?
Bradley.
I think he did maybe have one carry earlier in the game, but he picks up a couple. Second down at 8 from the 30-yard line. Once again, Book will go in motion, set up in the slot. Caudle's pass is incomplete, bounces it in front of J.D. Mattis, and it'll be third down at 8. Well, you can tell, too, that, Caudle he is not 100%.
Yeah, his plant leg just didn't have anything on it.
Clock is continuing to run. We are in a running clock situation. Now do 8:10. Minford had a couple delayed game penalties already, and they've got 6 seconds left here to get this off. Looks like they'll make it, but it looks like there was some confusion to start. Pass is going to be almost picked off. Two Wheelersburg players collide with each other as they read it. Caudle kind of locked in on J.D. Mattis, and two Wheelersburg players colliding with each other on the pass deflection. was Evans and Rowdy Watkins.
Can you get to hit it tonight on your own player?
I don't know. Well, that one would definitely qualify.
Yes.
Oh, a high snap there. This one all the way back into the end zone. Trying to get rid of it is Bradley. He's going to be taken down for a safety. Who got the hit?
Landon Hutchinson.
Landon Hutchinson gets the safety as he just, like a heat-seeking missile, comes flying in there to collect the safety, and it is 37-0.
And is that our first?
That is our first one this year. Our first safety. We've got an award for that. We'll talk more about that at the end of the night in the post-game show. But Hutchinson tackling the punter Bradley in the end zone on an errant snap. So with 6:53 left, it is 37-0. We'll take 30 seconds. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
Before you buy insurance, there are two things you should know. You can buy your policy from a one-company agent who works directly for one insurance company. His choice of policies is limited, and so is yours. Or you can buy from an independent insurance agent who represents several companies. In our area, look for the big I at your independent insurance agency. Stop by the Hunter Williams Agency, the Sherman Cricker Insurance Agency, or the Dyer Insurance Agency.
So again, there has been a change in the score. Changes happen quick, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. A safety that I guess that will constitute as a scoring drive or scoring play again. They will boot this deep. Boy, Miles Montgomery really got into that, and it's going to be fielded at the 5-yard line, even though he had to kick it off way back at the 20. Wheelersburg on the return. They get it to the 20-yard line, so 15 yards on the return. What a kick by Miles Montgomery.
75 yards.
Scoring drive, a service of Nancy Hawk at the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. For all your real estate needs, call 574-9902 or online at realestategallery.com.
Bad snap in the end zone. Hutchinson tackled the punter. 6:53 left in the third period. It is Wheelersburg 37, Minford nothing.
And we've got a penalty flag on the field, laying at about the 14-yard line. So
we got a moment there. We thought the safety there. I've done a poll on the sidelines, and Salyers was there too, and Hutchinson was there, but the coaches told me it was Hutchinson gets credit for that. And I've already got a text from Matt Collier. Call your safety. Call your safety. We don't give that very often, so
we don't get and he loves to give those away too. So I'm sure he is thrilled.
I think we've carried that so long the ink's starting to roll off of it. So it's a good thing we're giving away tonight.
Yeah. Here's a pass over the middle, caught by Evans, trying to get to the outside, looking for a block. 20-yard line, cuts back, still on his feet across the 25, and will be taken down about the 28. J.D. Mattis will track him down after the pass completion.
That's good for about 20 yards.
So they will, they get some good yardage out of that. The penalty pushed the ball back to the 10-yard line. So they will be, 18, I guess, officially, up to the 28-yard line?
It was from the 8 to the 8.
Oh, was it the 8? Okay. Yeah. So it's 20 yards. Back to throw. This is Rucker on the roll. Gets rid of it. Pass caught, 30-yard line. Angling to the center of the field, 35. Ball's loose, and it is going to be a scrum after the football.
Wheelersburg retains.
And Wheelersburg does retain it.
Bivens was the receiver of the ball there. A nice job there until he tumbled the ball away towards the middle of the field.
This recovery is sponsored by Hope Source. Start your recovery by calling 740-353-HOPE. From the 36-yard line, it will be a second down play coming up for the Pirates. They'll have second down and about 3. They will send 3 wide receivers out to the left side. Running back off to the left of Rucker as he will take the snap, and now we've got whistles and a flag.
Pre-snap penalty, false start.
That'll be a false start on the Pirates. That will back Wheelersburg up 5. Down to 4:35 to play here in the third, and it is 37-0 Wheelersburg. 10-yard run by Braden Maxey and a safety are points here in this third quarter. After scoring, and an extra point, of course, as well, after scoring 28 in the first half. Evans comes in motion to the left. Here's the running play to Elijah Brown, getting the outside stutter step move, and he turns on the Jets. I think he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, he did. Left foot right there.
40-yard line as he started to dart back toward the center of the field, but took that little stutter step and started to kick it into another gear.
Young man has a bright future as a tailback for the Pirates because he probably sees the vision of the field as well as any sophomore I've seen for a while. Does a nice job, and like you said, he just tried to make it cut in and left foot step on the white line, and official right there on the spot.
Got to the 43-yard line of Minford. 3.5 to play here in the third. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left side. Rucker to throw, dumps it underneath. It's caught. This is Evans on the far side of the field.
McGraw.
Is it McGraw? Okay,
McGraw.
Atlanta McGraw on the catch. So he will get out of bounds. Landon McGraw coming in, 4 catches for 70 yards and a touchdown, entering play tonight. And he will get 9 on that play. 2nd down and 1 down to the 34-yard line of Minford. Coming up on 3 minutes to play in quarter number 3. 2 wide receivers out to the near side right. One of those being McGraw. 1 receiver to the left side. Single setback is Brown. Big hole to the right side. Angling to the 20-yard line. To the 15. To the 10. To the 5. He's in. Touchdown. Elijah Brown goes 34 yards.
Talk about some Jets on the far side of the field.
Doing his Creed Warren.
That's what I said.
Right
This
there.
is like Creed Warren.
Elijah Brown scores at the 2:44 mark, and it is 43-0 Wheelersburg. 34-yard touchdown run by Elijah Brown. 2nd touchdown of the season for Brown. Heimbach on for the extra point try. The kick is on the way. It is good. 44-0 Wheelersburg. 2:44 to play in the third. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
Tonight's game on Mix 99.3 is presented in part by these following sponsors: Harrison Piles Funeral Home, Shoemaker Sunoco, Mako Finished Products, Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply, McDonald's, Correll's Bulldog Containers, 3D Outfitters Gun Shop, Charles Newton Realty, Suburban Transmission, Be Gone Pest Control, and the D.W. Slick Funeral Home. Be listening to High School Sports all season long on Mix 99.3, online at WNXTradio.com.
Harris Floor Covering, located at 610 9th Street, Portsmouth, is the area's leading floor covering contractor. Harris Floor Covering has everything for your home or business, including resilient tile, sheet flooring, quarry tile, ceramic tile, outdoor floors, industrial floors, carpet, acoustic ceiling, underlayment, and more. Call Stephen Harris at 740-353-7959 or 740-352-9212. Harris Floor Covering, proud supporters of the youth of the area.
2:44 left in the third quarter, 44-0 now. The Wheelersburg Pirates on top. There's been a change in the score. Changes happen quick, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. On the approach, the kick will sail down. It will be booked at the 14. Across the 20-yard line, has some room, bounces off a man, gets into the second level, across the 40-yard line, and gets to about the 43. So some good field position here for Minford, but let's tell you about the scoring drive. Some big plays by Elijah Brown on that scoring drive. A service of Nancy Aug of the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth, for all your real estate needs. Call 574-9902 or online at realestategallery.com.
That was a 5-play, 92-yard scoring drive. Brown was 60 yards. The scoring run of 34 yards. Heimbach the extra point. 2:44 left in the third period. It is Wheelersburg 44, Minford nothing.
And Elijah Brown went in 2 and out of The Quality Heating and Air Red Zone. Quality Heating and Air located on Route 52 in Sugar Grove. Ball at the 43-yard line for Minford as they start this drive with 1:55 on the clock here in the third quarter. They'll go two wide receivers to the far side. Now man will come in motion. That is Mattis. Almost fumbling the snap. Gets the handoff and gets maybe a yard before being driven back. Running that off the left side of the line. Is that Shrike? It is. Yes. So he gets a yard. Pressed into service tonight, running the football. He had 10 carries for 52 yards coming in. Of course, Jeffrey Pica not playing tonight. If you're just joining us, injured and out. We thought that might be the case for Peyton Caudle, but he is going tonight at the quarterback spot for the Falcons. High snap, and they have a collision, and it is, Wheelersburg had it. Minford, I think, was able to get back on top of it back at the 33-yard line. I think they had some visions of a scoop and score there for, I think that was Gabe Vaughters.
36, yep.
But the Wheelersburg Pirates are able to recover it. Recovery sponsored by Hope Source. Start your recovery by calling 740-353-HOPE. So Minford gets the recovery, and they will have the ball at the 33-yard line, down to 30 seconds to play, and it'll be third down and about 20.
Nice bit of sportsmanship there. Landon Hutchison picking up the player from Wheelersburg, or from Minford, excuse me.
Caudle's pass, short pass caught by Book, and he's not able to get away from the defender.
Mark, Curtis Glenn's now the quarterback for Minford.
Glenn is the quarterback, okay.
Yeah, Curtis Glenn.
So he completes the pass, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. 44-0. The Wheelersburg Pirates lead after 3. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
East Coast Subs is a proud supporter of local high school sports and is always as fresh as the next play. With taste, quality, and generous portions, there's absolutely nothing quite like the Philly cheesesteak, the club, the Reuben chicken teriyaki, or the Italian. With great service and a friendly smile, Penn Station invites you in for lunch, dinner, or after the game and movie. And when you need a quality and healthy taste fix, it's Penn Station East Coast Subs. Your first stop on the left into the viaduct, where at Penn Station, it's all about good taste.
At Clark's Pump and Shop in South Shore, you can fuel your tank and your tummy. Listen with caution as severe cravings may occur. Just how do you like your chicken? Crispy or crunchy? It's a deep-fried fact. When you put them together, you won't be disappointed. Come grab some crispy, crunchy chicken to fuel that hunger. Available at Clark's Pump and Shop in South Shore, where you'll also find breakfast sandwiches, pastries, coffee, cappuccino, soft drinks, snacks, candy, and more. Food's always savory, facilities always spotless. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Fourth quarter of action ready to get underway here from Minford Falcon Stadium. 44-0. Wheelersburg, they put up 16 more points in that third quarter. And on their way to 5-3 going into the final game of the year. Big showdown for the SOC2 crown against West next week.
From our Kentucky correspondent, Greenup County putting in a good effort against a traditionally strong Johnson Central team. Johnson Central right now leads at halftime 21-13.
It's the punt away. It will hit and taken on a hop of the 30-yard line, angling for a couple of yards, and we have a flag that comes flying in. That was Bryson Longfellow on the return, 5'8", 120-pound sophomore. He's got some playing time in the middle part of the season and showed some flashes for the Pirates.
Pushing it back for the Pirates.
So the penalty against Wheelersburg will negate the return there for Longfellow.
That was a 36-yard punt.
So one thing that, again, and I think Pica had been the primary punter. Shrike, I think, punted last week, but young man's done a nice job tonight in that regard, Mason Bradley.
6 punts for around 36.5-yard average.
I'd take that at high school.
Yes.
Wheelersburg with the football, and this is a running play. I believe Kahn is in at quarterback.
19. Yep, 19.
And he will get a couple of yards working over the right side, a little more than a couple, almost 4.
Keep moving the yardstick, almost 5.
Yeah. Well, I had to pause there for a second to see, but yeah, it is. Looks like they've settled on 4 yards. Ball to 26. 10:50 to play in this one. And the zone read play to Riley Cunningham. Nothing happening that time. Snap was a little bit high, and Kahn was able to collect it. And looks like got somebody else coming in now to play quarterback.
No, he's running to get the plays.
Oh, he's just getting a play. Yeah. Okay.
He's getting his conditioning right now.
I got you.
If I was a quarterback, I'd run to the right hash. I wouldn't run so far.
Yeah, because they're on the far hash.
That's what I mean.
They've got those extra yards.
I mean, as soon as the whistle's blown, he's running the other side. I thought the same thing the first time. It was just getting the play.
3rd down at 6 for Wheelersburg. And going in motion to the right, here's the handoff, cutting back, getting some room to the 30-yard line on that carry is Xavier Miller, 5'10", 140-pound freshman.
He might be a little short.
And it looks like the sticks have it about the 31, and the ball looks like it's about the 30.5. So it will be 4th down and 1 coming up here for Wheelersburg. Let's see what they elect to do. Looks like we are going to have a timeout. So we'll take a 30-second timeout. 9:22 on the clock. 44-0 is the count. The Wheelersburg Pirates on top. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
From the foundation to the doorknob, Portsmouth Building Supply has everything needed to build a home. Plumbing and electrical supply, drywall, shingles, insulation, doors, windows, steel I-beams, trusses, cabinets, ceramic tile, hardwood and laminate flooring. It's all at Portsmouth Building Supply. You'll even find a full line of hardware and special orders are welcome. Locally owned and doing business for over 40 years, visit Portsmouth Building Supply, 1740 Gallia Street, Portsmouth.
With Dave Stam and Dennis Steenkamp, I'm Mark Williams from Minford Falcons Stadium. 2023 homecoming for Minford. And the Wheelersburg Pirates leading this one 44-0. And it will be a 4th down and 1 for Wheelersburg. We'll see what the Pirates decide to do. The ball is just shy of the 31-yard line, which is where they have to get to for the first down, their own 31-yard line. So let's see if they will just go ahead and punt it or if they'll go ahead and give it a try here. Let's see.
Looks like they want to punt it.
Yep,
looks like they are going to punt it.
Back. Sometimes it's difficult when you get that second team in there getting your specialties going, but that's what you practice. That's what you have the week to practice on. So and this is probably JV kids that probably doing it throughout their JV season as well.
So Longfellow will handle the punting duties. First time he's done that this season. High snap, he goes up to get it and is able to get it away. Minford brought
deflected.
Some pressure, and yeah, they did get a piece of it as it will bounce and take a right turn out of bounds, and Minford's going to get pretty good field position out of it. They got some good pressure that time, and again, got a piece of it. Now we've got a timeout called for by Minford. So 9:05 to play. We'll take another 30-second timeout. 44-0. Wheelersburg on top. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
When you need limestone, contact the Conley River Terminal at 5150 Gallia Street in Portsmouth, right along US 52 near Sciotaville. The Conley River Terminal has stockpiled limestone, which makes a great base for driveways and patios. Stop in or call 776-7634. Success starts with a great foundation, and nothing makes a better base than limestone. Contact the Conley River Terminal at 776-7634. Online at conleytrucking.net.
9 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in this one here tonight. Looking ahead to next week for these two teams. Wheelersburg will be at home. They will play for the SOC2 championship, and you know they want to avenge that loss last year to West, who is the reigning SOC2 champion. And then the Minford Falcons will entertain Valley here next week, with probably playoffs on the line for both teams. Glenn at the quarterback spot now for Minford. Ball at the 47-yard line, and a big hit right there at the point of attack.
Ison Emden.
Ison, yep.
That'd be a hit of the game there, too, for
that's a
young man coming off the bench.
Certainly a candidate, for sure.
I mean, they stood him up to
no gain.
Sophomore, strong sophomore class.
Actually lost what?
Lost 4? Lost 3.
3?
Yep.
So that will push the ball back to the 44-yard line. 3 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. High snap. And Glenn, the keeper, he will work forward and get the ball to the 46-yard line. So he gets a couple of yards back. And Minford will be faced with a 3rd down and long. 3rd and about 11 coming up. So we're down to 7:48 on this running clock. And again, for all the things that Wheelersburg's done in the last few weeks, offensively, the defense has been very, very impressive. Dave, we saw them against Harvest Prep. They gave up some big plays in that game, but yet they did some things well defensively even in that game.
They've gone sideline to sideline very well tonight.
3rd and 11 coming up here now for Minford. Glenn to throw, scrambling. Now he releases, and the pass is incomplete as he was trying to get the ball out to the sidelines. A little bit of a low pass. Jared Ison was the intended receiver, 5'10", 160-pound senior. And it will be 4th down now for the Falcons, 4th and 11. Which again, they did not have Pika to deal with this week after dealing with Hurd last week, but they have just slammed the door on teams running the football the last couple weeks.
And just getting practice for next week, because they'll see another tough back next week against
Mason
West.
Parker, yes. Yep. High snap. This one a low end-over-end punt that's going to hit in the grass and take a Minford roll down to the 29-yard line is where it will be downed by Curtis Glenn. So Wheelersburg will have the football once again with 6:18 to play in this one. 44-0 Wheelersburg.
That was his worst punt of the night, but he took a heck of a shot a few minutes ago. He was the one on the tackle by the end.
Yes.
So he's probably still ringing.
Clock running once again. Wheelersburg coming out of the huddle on the far side. Minford defense waiting on them there so they can get the alignment. Cameron Kahn in at quarterback, 5'10", 155-pound freshman. And he will take it on the zone read keeper and is slung forward across the 35-yard line to the 38. Coming up on 5.5 to play in this one. Weird to kind of still look at that, seeing week 9 and looking at these two teams' records of 4-3 coming in with that one game each of them didn't play due to Oak Hill. Yeah. 2nd down and 2 after the gain of 8. And on the carry, getting to the 40-yard line Let's see who the ball carrier was there, trying to pick out these new numbers. Brady Music, 5'9", 150-pound freshman. Now, one thing about it, able to play a lot of guys tonight, both of these teams. Another timeout on the field. We'll take one as well, 30 seconds. 44-0, Wheelersburg leads with 4:57 to play. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
High school sports all season long on Hometown Radio of Portsmouth, presented by Appalachian Marketing Media, Sherman Cricker Insurance, Atomic Credit Union, the Scioto County Career Technical Center, Donnie Martin Heating and Air, Clark's Pump and Shop, Dyer Insurance, SOMC, Monroe's Frame and Collision, the McKinley Funeral Home, Portsmouth Insurance, a TAH benefits partner, as well as the Glockner family of dealerships.
Under 5 minutes to play in this one, Wheelersburg and Minford. The Pirates in control of this one, 44-0. Minford's last win in this series was in 2009. They won 16-15, and they beat him twice in 2000. That's been the only. There's a run right up the middle, and getting to midfield and picking up the first down was the quarterback, Kahn. So good carry for Kahn. This is the 69th meeting between the two schools, and Wheelersburg dominating at 62-6. You just have those schools that have your number. Wheelersburg's got Minford's number.
Wheelersburg's got a lot of people's number.
Yes.
And there were seasons, Mark, that we know that Minford had a little better team, but just Wheelersburg pulled it out.
Yeah, the last two games here have been dandies.
Yes.
So leading up to this one tonight, pass out in the flat on the far side. A couple of yards there before the receiver is slung down. Trying to see who it was that pulled that in. Was that Longfellow on the catch?
Looked like he might have lost a couple yards.
Yeah.
Well,
he will. Let's see. It's going to be second and 9. Looks like from the sticks. Three wide receivers, two to the near side. Man going in motion. That's Miller to the right. High snap. Able to get the handoff. And Stephen Hall will carry the ball down to the 44-yard line of Minford. Just shy of the 43. So a good gain on a 2nd and 9 play. He's going to pick up about 6 on that carry. So it will be 3:10 now on this running clock. Taylor Malone was on that last stop for Minford. And here's the running play. This is Kahn, and he's got to have an avenue to the end zone. They're not able to cut him off on the angle, and Kahn will take it to the house. The Pirates in the end zone again on the zone read. That score comes at the 2:50 mark, a 44-yard touchdown run for Cameron Kahn.
It seems to be a play that the Pirates have been working on since that Harvest ball game, and it's extremely effective again. And plus, it eliminates any chance of any turnover as well, so you just get the quarterback keeps it in his hands, so it's a safe play, but that time it was a profitable play for the Pirates getting their score on the board.
They went into the Quality Eating and Air red zone. Quality Eating and Air located on Route 52 in Sugar Grove. Cooper Heimbach on for the extra point. It is up. It is good. 51-0. Wheelersburg. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
Hi, this is Gabby from People's Bank. I'm here to tell you about People's Bank's new CD special. It is so good, you need to stop by any People's Bank location today and ask your banker to tell you more. Or visit pebo.com. This special will not last long. People's Bank. Working together, building success. Member FDIC.
the best local high school sports coverage, tune to Mix 99.3, WNXT FM, Portsmouth.
Hi, I'm Gary Duzan of Portsmouth Insurance, a TAH Benefits partner.
And I'm Jay Hazelbaker, president of TAH Benefits.
Portsmouth Insurance specializes in helping local business owners with their employee benefits.
We understand that operating a business can be stressful. Let us alleviate at least one of those worries for you. Portsmouth Insurance understands the health insurance marketplace, and our commitment to service and knowledge of both the personal and business insurance markets can give you peace of mind.
For assistance with all of your employee benefit needs, call us at Portsmouth Insurance, 740-353-4105.
There's been a change in the score. Changes happen quick, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. 51-0 now, Wheelersburg. Heimbach on the kick, short end over end kick. It will bounce and be taken at the 10-yard line. And there's a big hole, finding some room across the 30 and up to about the 35-yard line goes Randall Shrike on the return. So that will put the football for Minford at about the 35-yard line, I think, is where they're going to set it up. Let's check out the scoring drive. A service of Nancy Hawk at the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. For all your real estate needs, call 574-9902 or online at realestategallery.com.
6 plays, 71 yards. Calm with a 44-yard scoring run. Heimbach with his 7 for 7 on extra points tonight. 2:50 left in the fourth period, it is. Wheelersburg 51, Minford nothing.
Falcons lining up with trips to the left side, single receiver out to the right, and bobbling the snap, able to get the handoff and picking up some yards across the 40-yard line to the 42.
Ethan Swick.
Ethan Swick on the carry.
Actually didn't get the handoff. It went through the quarterback's hands and ended up in Ethan Swick's hands, and he just took it and ran with it. So that's what you call taking advantage of something that falls in your hands. You start running with it. 1:30, clock is moving.
So it will be second down and about 3 coming up. Once again, same formation for the Falcons. High snap, and caught in the backfield this time, and taken down at the 40-yard line again was Swick.
Gabe Vaughters.
Gabe Vaughters, yeah.
He's had a nice ball game here in the second half.
After he missed out on that scoop and score, he's had a couple nice tackles.
He had a nice tackle on the one of the kickoffs as well. So Gabe Vaughters getting the action here tonight. Looks like he just plays footloose and fancy free out there, man.
Down to 45 seconds.
Should be the last play.
Falcons will again go 3 out to the left side, 1 to the near side right. Single setback behind Glenn. High snap once again. Glenn on the carry, taken down. And again, that is Waters on the stop, and that will be the final play of the night. The Wheelersburg Pirates put it together tonight, defeating the Minford Falcons 51-0. Minford falling to 4-4 on the year. The Wheelersburg Pirates go to 5-3, and the collision course with Portsmouth West next week for the SOC2 championship. We'll come back and talk more about it on the Minford Telephone Minford TV postgame show. You're listening to High School Sports Mix 99.3.
Laser Center and Medical Spa in Portsmouth knows that looking better makes you feel better. Remember, the players aren't the only ones who want to look good under the Friday night lights. And on the Esplanade can help you look your absolute best. With 14 years of experience, Jeannie at On the Esplanade specializes in medical aesthetics and skincare, offering such services as Botox, scar revision, laser tattoo removal, laser hair removal, and cool sculpting. Visit On the Esplanade, 813 Gallia Street, Portsmouth, and follow On the Esplanade on Facebook. Collier Companies at 1661 State Route 522 in Wheelersburg consists of Collier Construction, specializing in federal and general contracting as well as rebar supply and installation. Collier Leasing, which offers equipment rental. Collier Safety Services, which offers on-site safety professionals, safety and health training, industrial hygiene services, safety manual development, mobile safety, and an industrial hygiene permit center. As well as Collier Medical, which has primary and occupational clinics headed up by P.J. Paul Adkins. The Counseling Center is the region's leader in behavioral health care, accredited by the Commission for Addiction Rehabilitation Facilities. A proud member of the Portsmouth community for over 42 years, TCC provides an unmatched service line, including substance abuse prevention and treatment, behavioral health care for children and adults, primary health care, as well as vocational development and job placement. If you or someone you love is in need of assistance, please call the Counseling Center at 740-354-6685 or visit online at thecounselingcenter.org.
Tonight's game on Mix 99.3 is presented in part by these following sponsors: Harrison Piles Funeral Home, Shoemaker Sunoco, Mako Finished Products, Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply, McDonald's, Correll's Bulldog Containers, 3D Outfitters Gun Shop, Charles Newton Realty, Suburban Transmission, Be Gone Pest Control, and the D.W. Swick Funeral Home. Be listening to high school sports all season long on Mix 99.3, online at WNXTradio.com.
Little's Excavating in Wheelersburg services the tri-state with a complete line of excavating and bobcat services. From septic installations to drainage work, Little's can prepare your ground for your project or work with you to install a system that they can design for you. Little's is the only area excavator licensed in aeration design. Little's offers septic installation, soil site evaluation, foundation, downspout, surface, and basement drains, drain fields, commercial ground preparation, and turnkey excavation. From major problems to little issues, contact Little's Excavating.
Since 1937, the McKinley Funeral Home has been there for families in a most stressing time of need. They've been there with their comfort and understanding, and the McKinley Funeral Home will continue to serve area families with a commitment even deeper than before. Call the McKinley Funeral Home and talk with their friendly, knowledgeable staff, always willing to go that extra step in making sure you're well pleased. That's the McKinley Funeral Home, located on U.S. Route 23 in Lucasville.
Phone 740-259-2481.
Hi, I'm Nancy Hawk, the owner of Real Estate Gallery. I'm inviting you to contact any of our professional realtors for all of your real estate needs, or visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
Real Estate Gallery, we'll be there every step of the way. Real Estate Gallery.
There are a lot of comfort control companies out there, but none like Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling. Family owned and operated with a genuine concern for the community and the environment. Let Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling make sure that your commercial or residential heat pump or furnace is operating properly and efficiently. Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling can service all makes and models. Phone 740-259-4512. That's 740-259-4512. Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling. Proud supporters of local high school sports on local radio.
It's time for the Minford Telephone Minford TV postgame show. Now let's go back to our game site for the wrap-up of tonight's game.
Welcome back here to Minford Falcon Stadium. At the conclusion of this one tonight, it is Wheelersburg 51-0 winners of the Minford Falcons. You got the coach?
Yep.
All right. Take it away.
All right, Coach Rod Woodward victorious tonight over the Minford Falcons. Big win tonight for your team. You talked about halftime, coming back after the halftime interview, coming back, putting two more quarters together. Your kids did that extremely well, even with your second team in there as well.
Yeah, we had a big play there by Creed Warren right at the get-go, but what an execution by our offensive line, our outside receivers. I mean, that's the big thing. My big takeaway tonight is execution overall, and we talked about when we come out of the locker room about how let's go grab our identity. Let's go show how we play together and who we are as a unit, as a football team program. And we talked about that identity. We had a great speaker this morning at our leadership breakfast that recognized identity and challenged our guys to really look in themselves. So I took that and used that as motivation in my speech today, and just trying to get our guys to recognize how we play together and recognize one together. The blocks were there. Offensive line was tremendous tonight. Again, they've just gotten better each and every week. You've just seen it. Harvest Prep, they were better. Last week, Waverly, better. I mean, just playing at a high level. Our quarterback showed extreme growth tonight in his decision making and what he was able to do. within just the play calling, the communication with the players. We saw it in practice. We saw it tonight in the game, and then players stepping up big. I thought Kenyon Evans had a big game. I thought Creed Warren had a big game. I thought just a number of Elijah Brown stepped in there and ran the ball. Riley Cunningham ran the ball hard back there. Jake Darling continued to block hard and run hard. Braden Maxey stepped back there and ran hard as a big back. Yeah, and then you flip over to the defensive side and just three and out, and stepping up big. Our linebackers, Colton Sayers and Jake Darling, and Logan Evans steps in and is always solid. I think Logan's had every tackle on our kickoffs this year at different times, made some fumble recoveries. But all our whole entire unit, offense, defense, special teams, really playing together and playing well.
If you could ask for your team to come together and find that identity, this is the time of year right now, as tonight was a big SEC Division II big ball game. But next week now, this one's over. You've got next week to look at the Portsmouth West Senators as they come in, an extremely good record. It'll be for the SEC Division II, something you want to take back from them, I'm sure, from last year. Yeah. But your kids have an identity and a statement to make next week.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, we've got that bad taste in our mouth from that Week 10 game last year, and our guys have focused all year. Our goal is always focus on the SOC. We've worked throughout the non-conference schedule and now our conference schedule, working through to put ourselves in this situation, and we're right where we want to be with that, and playing our best football right now, playing at a high level. Our kids have been working extremely hard and showed that tonight, and we'll carry that in next week in our preparation.
Coach, we'll let you get into your kids. Hey, big win tonight here at Minford against Minford. Always a tough place to play. Last couple ball games here has been tough ones, but this one you kids came out and dominated from the beginning and did well. But good luck to you next week, and we'll see you at the ball game. All right.
Thank you,
Coach Rob Woodward here for the Wheelersburg Pirates. Finished up his standard to Go Berg, and always a good interview. And Pirates taking care of business tonight. So we'll send it back up to you gentlemen up in the box.
It's time for the Minford Telephone, Minford TV post-game show. For over 100 years, the Minford Telephone Company has proudly served the area with its communication needs. Today, the Minford Telephone Company provides fiber optic internet, TV, and telephone services on the area's only locally owned fiber optic network. Call the Minford Telephone Company at 740-820-2151 or visit their new website at falcon1.net for more information. Go fast, go fiber, go local. The Minford Telephone Company. Well, it was 28-0 at the half. The second half scoring looks this way in the third quarter at the 10:28 mark. It's a 10-yard touchdown run by Braden Maxey. Cooper Heimbach added the extra point. That upped the ante to 35-0. Then at the 6:53 mark, an errant snap on a punt goes all the way to the end zone. Landon Hutchinson tackling Mason Bradley to get a safety, our first safety that we've had of the year, and he's going to get a gift card to the river for that. We'll talk more about that in just a few moments, but that made the score 37-0. 2:44 on the third quarter clock. It was a 34-yard run by Elijah Brown. Heimbach with the extra point, upping the score to 44-0, and Wheelersburg closed out the scoring with 2:50 remaining in the game. Cameron Kahn with a 44-yard touchdown run off a zone read, went to the right side, and there was nobody there to stop him. Minford could not get the angle on him, and he was able to leg it in for a touchdown. Heimbach again adding the extra point to make it 51-0. Dave, we've stretched it out as long as we could for you. You got, I know your pen was working hard over there, tallying everything up. You got the stats for us?
Yeah, first of all, let's go with the team stats. Wheelersburg, offensively and defensively tonight, were just simply dominating. 18 first downs in the contest, 12 by rushing, 6 by passing. Ran 27 times for 282 yards, a little over 10 yards a carry. 12 out of 15 passing for 161. Total offense of 443 yards. My math was wrong there for a second. Committed one fumble, did not lose it. Punted once for a 22-yard average. And probably the only thing that Coach Wood would not be real happy is 6 penalties for 60 yards. Team side was from Minford. Only 3 first downs in the contest, none in the second half.
They had them all in a row, too.
Yep. 1 by rushing and 2 by penalty. I ran 19 times for a net 2 yards. Great job by Wheelersburg defense tonight. 5 out of 14 passing for a total of 28 yards. Total offense of 30 yards tonight for the Minford Falcons. Great job punting tonight. As many times as he went back there, and he's not the normal punter.
Right.
Mason Bradley, is that his?
Yes, that's his name, yes.
7 times for a 35.6-yard average. Minford had 5 penalties, with almost all of them in the first half for 35 yards. Individual leading carrier for the Pirates, very balanced rushing attack. Warren carried the ball 5 times for 94 yards and a touchdown. Ruckers 7 times for 37 yards. Cunningham 3 for 22. Darling 3 for 10 yards. Brown, an explosion there in the second half. 2 carries, 60 yards and a touchdown. Maxey 1 carry for 10 yards and a touchdown. Kahn 4 carries, 67 yards and a touchdown. Rucker was 11 out of 14 passing for 160. Kahn was 1 for 1 for 1 yard. Leading receiver, Creed Warren, what a night. 6 receptions, 79 yards for 2 touchdowns, and considering that he actually lost 13 on 1 play. Evans, 3 receptions for 65 yards. Mowry, 1 for 7. Bivens, 1 for 8. McGraw, 1 for 9. For the Minford Falcons, Book was the leading rusher, 6 carries for 7 yards. Shrike, 3 carries for 6 yards. Cottle, 5 out of 13 passing for 28 yards. Leading receiver was Book, 3 for 12 yards. Rice, 1 for 16. Mattis, 1 for 2 yards.
It's time to check the turnover report, a service of the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency, 1031 Gallia Street, Portsmouth. Is it a time you turned your insurance needs over to Barrett Murphy? Call Dan Cassidy at 353-3121. In a game like this, you would think that there would be. There were no turnovers. Some fumbles, but each side recovered their fumbles.
Each side recovered. The only thing close was the bad snap that resulted in the safety, which we've been waiting about 10 years to see a safety.
We were able to finally get one tonight. We will go ahead and take another break. We'll come back, run down our Glockner family of dealerships, glance toward the future, hand out our post-game awards, and give you some scores from some other games. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
Broadcast of high school sports is being presented in part by the Glockner family of dealers.